What's going on, everybody out there in RC land? Uh, back at y'all with another awesome RC live stream video, baby. Well, we gonna talk. We got a good topic tonight. We're gonna enjoy ourselves. We're gonna rock out. We're gonna do some freestyling and make it do what it do. And y'all already know we got that glow. So I'm gonna bring the fellas from backstage, and we're gonna rock out and have a good time. What it do, fellas? What's going on, man? How y'all doing out there, man? How was y'all RC weekend?
What's good, man?
You what up?
What they do, man? What they do? Teddy P, I seen y'all that speed running this week, baby. I seen y'all out there getting it in, baby.
What's up, fellas? How y'all doing? My bad. I just stepped back in downstairs.
Are you good, bro? You good? You good? You good? You good? We got who we got in the building so far. For everybody just coming in, we already got 17 people. Wipe your feet before you come into my house. Smash the thumbs up button. It is absolutely positively free. Let's get the likes up, baby. We got my brother Dion Freeman in the building. We got RC Daniel in the building. We got OG Paperboy in the building. We got Original Man RC in the building. Caleb Perry in the building. We got RC Ops in the building. Reed's RC in the building. What it do, fellas? What's going on?
It's Sunday.
It's Sunday, bro.
Yes,
It's
sir.
Sunday.
Sunday.
It was it was a super slow Sunday for me too, bro. Super slow.
It was 80 degrees a day. We was
Yeah,
loving
it was nice and warm. Nice and warm. Rudy Martin, what's going on? Brooklyn 718, what's going on? Big Trev, what's going on, bro? RC car fans, what's going on? Yeah, so man, yeah, it was pretty but I did do a lot of RC and I just wasn't able to go nowhere. I had to do it all in the backyard.
it.
But I did do some good videos, man, some real good videos. So y'all gonna have some heat coming this week. Every day again this week. I'm not gonna miss a day. Every day you'll get a video. Well, Monday through Friday, you get a video this week.
Yeah, I'm waiting for some goodies to come in. I already got a lot of stuff to do a goodies unboxing video, but I got a couple goodies that's coming in this week. You know, I like to do it big. I just don't want to show some shocks and shit. I
Yes,
want to pop
sir.
off. You know what I mean? With some oh shit, this dude is out of control. He keep buying all this shit. So
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I feel you, man. My little goodies been coming in. I've been having to use them. I hate that because I like to do the same thing. I like buying a pile up. But man, I've been having to use stuff, bro. As soon as it's coming in, these, trying to get everything back up and running. And then some of it don't even like you get like certain stuff. It don't even be worth doing a video on some of that stuff. You just be like, man,
exactly.
hell
If,
no.
if it take too long, it'll mess up the whole flow. But the minute I start doing the unboxing video the next day, that's when all the crazy stuff gonna come in. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna just hold off on that. But I'm planning to do some speed running this week. See what happened tomorrow or Tuesday. You know what I mean? Try to go ahead and get a number, get a good number. You know, I've been getting some good numbers, but I just been having some technical issues with my cameras and stuff. Just trying to do stuff with this Insta 360. It's a little bit different than the GoPro. It kind of got a GoPro mode on it though, but it take a little bit more time to edit to get those panoramic shots. You know what I mean? So we'll see.
Oh, okay, okay. So would you say it's a little harder than the GoPro or is
No, I think it's actually got some advantages over the GoPro, but it just takes time. It takes more time to edit. You know what I
okay,
mean?
okay.
To do the frame by frame editing and get it pointed where you want it zoomed in and do some of that cinematic stuff. It just take a little bit more time. Whereas the GoPro, it doesn't have that 360 view, so you don't have to always tinker with the where your view is. You know what I mean? This 360 is the 360 degrees of recording, and it doesn't have like a headlock, or at least I haven't figured it out yet, where it just stays where you're pointing. You know, where it's pointed and looking there. You kind of have to just keep on moving it around like a globe. So this takes a little longer to edit, but I think it's definitely once you got the hang of it, I think you can get some cool shots, especially with backflips and course racing and stuff. Definitely got some
Mhm.
things going on there. So
So the one you got, Jamie, let me ask you, the one that you have, does it have like the little small little camera thing with it too? Or is
No,
it just a
no,
regular action camera size?
it's the big John.
Oh, the 360, you're right. Yeah,
360.
the big
Yeah,
one. Yeah,
yeah, the whole
yeah.
360. So it's front and the back, the top and the bottom. It's crazy. It's crazy what you can do with this camera. Every time I use it, I learn something different. I mean,
Okay.
but it's pretty slick, pretty slick. But the GoPro has its advantages. If you just want to point and shoot, I'd say GoPro is a little easier to use, but at the same time, I don't think you can get some of these zoomed in shots and some of the when the car is going by you, how it kind of follows the car a little bit in the shot, like frame by frame tracking. It's just a little bit different on this 360, man.
Okay. Okay.
Uh,
Yeah, I want to try one of them Osmo Pocket. I know it's not going to be good for my head mounted camera because it sits up so high, but I do want to try one of those for like vlogging. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna try to start doing a little bit more vlogging, you know what I'm saying, letting people into my life and what I do a little bit more, you know what I'm saying, than just, I mean, it'll still be RC stuff, but it'll just be a little bit more in tune than just cutting the camera on when I'm outside running the car.
so Gap,
Or
Gap Reviews Channel 2 coming to y'all. He gonna be taking y'all to work. You know what I mean? Y'all want to see him in the pipes. Y'all want to see him on the Xbox controller.
nah, we ain't gonna go that far. It's just gonna be the RC vlog, right? It's
Come
just
on,
gonna be the
man.
RC stuff. But yeah, like we're going when I go on the trips, I'm gonna do a little bit more, a little bit more of really my RC life is really pretty boring. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just like fix the cars, take the cars outside and run. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't really show the process. So I think I'll get a little bit more views if I show the process that I go through. Like the days when I just pop up and I might be at work and I'm working by a hobby shop and I just want to go by there. You know what I'm saying? That kind of stuff I normally wouldn't record, but I'm gonna start trying to incorporate that stuff.
Sound dope.
Mhm. Yeah. OG Paperboy said, "God, you got me right." You said, Gab, you ain't right, bro. You got this Traxxas dude buying armor drums, got the typing and the Mojave. Yes, sir, man. Hey, dopeness is dopeness. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of how you look at it, who make it. If it's nice, it's nice, man. And that's why I don't really, I'm not a one brand kind of person because one brand don't make enough to have me like to where, okay, let's just say Traxxas. Traxxas don't make enough good stuff to make me just want to just run nothing but Traxxas. And I can say the same thing about Arm, same thing about Team Corrales, same thing about Losi. They don't make enough for me to just say, okay, nah, I'm just gonna be a Losi guy only. I'm only gonna run Losi. So if I only run Losi, my only basher right now would be the LMT. You see what I'm saying?
That's my thing. Like,
I'm just
could you imagine being a Traxxas guy and all you ever gonna do is run Traxxas and then boom, Armor drop a Notorious? Like you gonna be like, I'm not bound to Notorious because I'm a Traxxas guy? Shit.
You got the
Notorious is
Stampede.
1-on-1. You know what I mean?
You got the Stampede. You could do that.
If this was like 87.
Matter of fact, you got the Stampede. You got the Halls.
Nothing on Outcast, man. You know that.
What's
You know Outcast success? Nothing on
yeah,
Outcast.
yeah, no, but that's I mean, but to me, point blank, period, is no RC out there that's like a Outcast success, bro. Nothing,
Yep.
nothing, bro. Outcast or Notorious success, bro. Is nothing out here on the market that's gonna do what that car can do.
Yep. Just
Like
like
you could try to say a Max, but the Max is bunkers, but it ain't bunkers like an Outcast. The Outcast is just to me it's in a league of its own. It's nothing else out there that you can.
mm-hmm. Yeah, man. And you gotta realize all these brands are just loyal to that one color, green. So they don't care who you like. They just want your money either way. You know what I mean? So that's the
Yeah.
beauty about the hobby, man. Do what you want to do, man. Don't be stuck on one thing. Get by with interest you and live with it. You know what I mean?
I speak on that too in my Tuesdays video. Y'all make sure y'all tune into the Tuesday video. I really kind of go a little bit above. Like when I was editing, I was like, damn, I went kind of hard, but I thought about it like, man, sometimes stuff just need to be said, bro. So I left it in there. Edited. It's already in the queue, ready to go. So it is what it is. Charles Green, what it do, bro? KDRC, what's going on? Seaborn, what's going on? What's going on, brother? Wild RC, what it do? What it do? Okay, let me see what Aaron, what is going on? All right, now we can catch the comments. I just wanted to speak to everybody that was coming in. Yes, sir. Wipe your feet before you come into my house, man. Smash the thumbs up. We got 40. We should have 40 thumbs up. Let's get it. Anybody else see the Max 5 G2 Plus failed on Built by Rob? Yeah, we had a whole dialogue about that.
Oh, man, we had a ball that day.
Yeah, we had a whole dialogue. I'm talking about like hours of going back and forth about that hobby wing.
A comedic gold.
Hey, let me say this now. Let me say this now. What y'all might hear today. Y'all gonna hear some back and forth and some headbutting. Don't think we picking a side, because at the end of the day, tomorrow morning, we're gonna be all saying good morning, what's cracking. We're gonna be right back in our live. So I mean, in our own little chat. So y'all don't think you gotta pick a side because y'all think we picking a side. Because at the end of the day, J. Mitch hit the nail on the head earlier. We know these companies only see green, and we're gonna drill down to the facts and go from there. And we ain't gonna take nothing personal.
Mm-hmm.
So
well, between Hobby Wing and Castle, they've been seeing more than just green.
But they've been seeing some fire extinguishers too.
Yes, sir. They've been seeing some orange. Hobby Wings and Castle, them they share blowing up this week.
But I'm just saying, as far as how we gonna have our conversation, we gonna go back and forth because that's just what we do. We don't always see things eye to eye or four eyes to four eyes, but we still brothers at the end of the day, and the people in the chat gotta understand that too. Don't anybody picking a side.
Did anybody see the blue Cobras blowing up yet?
I didn't. Mm-mm. I ain't seen that many people run it. I only seen a couple of people who got it.
Man, I don't even want to talk about them Cobras because I feel like I ordered my shit on the first day and I still ain't get tracking for my shit. And I bought a handful of them Jones and I'm mad.
That's the Ace?
Yep, Cobra Aces. I emailed Perfect Pass. It's gonna ship out tomorrow or today.
Why didn't you get it from Aaron?
Huh?
Why didn't you get it from Aaron from Ghost Star C?
I bought it from Perfect Pass, man. It was in my email box, man.
No. Ghost Star C. Perfect Pass is, Perfect Pass.
Well, Perfect Pass is about to be perfect ass and give me some refund. That's part of my massive unboxing. Could you imagine an unboxing with 5 or 6 Cobra Aces on? Like, come on, man. They messing me up. They're holding up my flow.
Hit Aaron up and see what can happen because they all together. But definitely talk to Aaron.
Well, I'm gonna holler at you so you can hook me up with Aaron. Like, my man Ted told me to hit you up. Is that Aaron with an A or Aaron with an E?
Aaron with an A. Aaron Klein.
I'm like,
Aaron.
Need my shit.
Brother. Yes,
they heard what you said, J. Mitch. That's why they ain't sent you yours yet.
What's that?
That you was deep down a Hobby Wing fan. So it was like, they ain't
sending you nothing. That's what it was.
They ain't sending you nothing.
Y'all stupid, bro.
The Hobby Wing Aces. You know what I mean? Hobby Wing Aces.
Hobby Wing Ace. Yes, the Hobby Wing
Ace. ESCs. So you got
hey, man, real talk. If y'all watch my Sandcar video, that's an old fuse in there. That thing got that car running good, bro. That's the old school fuse.
So the Hobby Wing Aces is always calling extinguishers. Is that what they're gonna call them?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Randy Martin says, "What y'all think about the Big Rock 6S on sale for $550? I'm picking mine up this weekend. I think it's an awesome deal. I ran my Big Rock today and forgot it was broke. Well, I didn't forget it was broke. I just thought I had fixed it, but yeah.
That's
the price they should always be.
That's a good deal with the RC tariffs in play. Yeah, I mean, that must mean these were sitting around pre-tariff. if they could sell them at
Mhm.
$550.
That
Right.
should be the price they always are, though.
That's what they should have came out at.
That's what I mean. It shouldn't be no more than that. Honestly, I don't think any RC should be more than, not saying any, but A scales. I don't think it should be more than $550, $600. That's $750, $800. That's like crazy. That's approaching fifth scale territory.
Oh, fifth scale going to be approaching Honda Civic territory in a minute.
Mhm.
And find out.
Mhm. That's exactly what's gonna
You
happen.
got to have a car payment. Messing around with fifth scales. If they come up with anything new, Now, how much is a new Vector? Like 25?
Yeah, it's like 20, 24.99. The 12S when it's 27.
Yeah, like back in the day, that was a better than a nice beater. Back in the day, that was like an 05 G35. Like,
Yeah, that's a nice little whip back in the day.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, like that damn Raminator. That Raminator is a good little whip from back in the day. You could have been riding good for the Raminator price.
Man, you could have got 2 Impalas, one for you and the missus for a Raminator.
Mhm.
Hey,
What it do, bro?
how y'all doing, good peoples? How y'all doing?
What's
What
cracking,
up,
sir?
Super Dave?
Gapster, what's going on with these spectacles you got on, bro?
What you mean? What's going on with it?
You got on the new
You
edition,
been-
Jones.
You
You
been
got
to
on
the
them hot
doctor?
truckers.
Yeah, I've been to the doctor.
You
I've been to the doctor. I just didn't want to spend my money on no crap. I
okay.
wanted to get what I want to get. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of them kind of cats. I don't, especially gonna be something that I know I'm not gonna use a whole lot. I want to get what I want to get. And if I couldn't get these, it would have been nothing else. I wouldn't have got none. Because
So
with
what
these,
else?
I can record.
Those are those Alexa glasses.
Oh, you got
Nah,
the
they
Ray-Ban.
the Ray-Ban Metas. Ray-Ban Meta Wayfair large.
Large meaning the size of your head, large or just large?
Yeah, if you want to call it the size of my head, that's fine. I'll take it.
Oh shit!
I'll take it, brother. But I'm just telling you what they call large. You know what I mean? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We got Rusty RC in the building. What's going on, Rusty? Brooklyn said, "How much do you think the tariffs going up prices? They go up. Some of the cars gonna be crazy, man. It was a dude did a video. I shared it with the group. Dude did a video. He was like, the damn sledge is probably gonna be almost $1,000.
No, sir. Never will buy that. Not for that price.
So that's an $800 car. So you thinking everything else that's in the $800 range, like the Creighton 6S, was in the $800 range, is gonna be almost $1,000.
Right, the EXP is $850 right now. I think $829,
Yeah.
$850.
That's what I'm saying. So it's gonna be a stack.
No, sir.
Y'all got it.
No,
Just
you
don't
got
eat
it.
for a week.
Ain't that people don't have it, but at the end of the day, I'm just not going to bang with it. I'll just stop buying cars altogether. I'm dead up.
No, I'm just saying. Just don't eat for a week. Don't eat
No.
nothing. Just
No,
drink
no,
water.
No.
Drink
I'm-
water
I'm
for the
awake.
whole week.
You know what though, Ted? I would say though, that's easy to say for you because you got all the cars and you know how to make you can build your own EXP. But everybody can't.
Well, even the fact of I would feel some type of way if right now the tariffs are in place and then I go purchase a new car and then 2 weeks later the tariffs is out of place. Now that car is back to normal price. I want a refund.
Yeah, I would be pissed too. I would definitely be pissed.
But do
I'm
y'all think they really gonna drop the price back down that far? Like if it go to 1,000, let's say it go from $800 to $1,000. That's a $200 price difference. Do you think they really gonna drop it back down to $200, or they gonna drop it down like 150?
Once they see people willing to pay for it, they ain't gonna be inclined to drop it down too much. It ain't gonna go back to how it was before, and they ain't gonna talk about it. Oh, we lowered the prices because tariffs went down. They lowered it $75, but it was, y'all went up 200.
Right? Yeah, I don't think they'll drop it back down. It's gonna be like gas.
Yeah.
Yeah, but turn around, watch what happened at the end of the year when they have their clearance sales. And cars are going to be half the price.
That is true.
This is very true.
So I guess I'll wait to the end of the year. Y'all not getting me during a regular year.
But I also
go ahead, Jim. I'm sorry.
I also think these Horizon Hobby and Traxxas, they taking into account people ain't gonna spend all this money. So I don't think they're gonna buy as many. They ain't gonna buy as many normal Creightons as they would. They're like, all right, it's going up $200, and this is going to impact our business because people ain't going to buy all these. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I
Yeah,
think
but
they're going to make some adjustments. You know, maybe they buy 3/4 as much as they used to, or maybe half as much, and wait for the demand to raise back up.
who says they bought anything? What if they got inventory that was already here and the tariffs came in place? And now all of a sudden I see an opportunity to sit here and increase my prices for stuff that was already sitting on my shelves.
I'm talking about new stuff. Now, what they got is what they got. You know what I mean? What they got is what they got. But I'm talking about any new releases that's coming later in 2024. I think they ain't gonna order as much as they normally would.
And to be honest though, Ted, that would be a good thing for me, a person who does buy a lot of RC cars. It would be great for me that if they took the price up to $1,000 and nobody bought it, and then towards the end of the year, like you said, around Christmas time, when it's time to see who's gonna be in the red and who's gonna be in the black, you getting a car that was before the tariffs it was 800, after the tariffs it was 1,000, and then with the sale it's 600. That's gonna be perfect for me.
I think it's those cars that people ain't gonna care about, like the LMT. I feel like people
Mhm.
gonna still buy that shit at 750. The people who love the LMT, they gonna keep buying it. You know, at 750.
Facts.
I
Just
ain't one
not
of
as
them.
many. I don't think as many people gonna buy it.
If they
Like
love
you
the
got 1,
LMT,
2, 3, 4, 5 people on this panel that's like, not for 750. I ain't buying it for 750.
if that was
maybe-
one of our favorite cars, I think. Like if I love the LMT as much as I like the a Kagama, then I might. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's what I'm
That's a
saying.
fact.
I don't think it's that. I don't think it's population wise that many people who, if you compare like the Kagama, you say it's probably more people who like the Kagama than they do the LMT. I think the LMT is like that space in the hobby. I think that's a small space in comparison to the basher side, like the true people who love the bash versus that monster truck side. Yeah,
I think though, Redo, I think I agree with both of y'all because the basher world is way bigger. We all know the basher world is way bigger. But it's some people who get that car to bash. You know what I'm saying? Then when you cross over to the world that they just do all because it's some channels, bro, that's all they do on their channels is monster trucks, solid axle monster trucks. They don't
Right.
do no, you know what I'm saying? So you got the few people that bash and want to get it. Then you got their whole community. Those people are gonna get it regardless.
Mhm.
None of the LMTs gonna do no crazy numbers. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
None of them, even the older ones, it didn't do no crazy numbers like where everybody had to have it. But that cult following, I think that 750 for it to be able to do all those stunts that they like, they're gonna get it. Now you're gonna have your guys who gonna say, "Well, I got an LMT, just give me the receiver," and I'm just gonna get the receiver and do that and do, you know what I'm saying, do it. But when you do that, you still missing all the other upgrades that they got on the car.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So is it gonna be crazy? Is a whole bunch of people gonna buy it? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. But what's gonna be the determining factor is when they're gonna send these hobby shops a couple. They only gonna get about 3 or 4. If they get about 3 or 4, and in 2 weeks they still got about 3 or 4, it's looking bad. You know what I'm saying? But if they get 3 or 4, and in 2 days those 3 or 4 are gone, that next shipment is gonna be a little bit bigger, and you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be, it was a hit, in other words. But I mean, it's hit or miss, bro. We'll never know.
I was in the store today. They didn't had it for a while. That bad it
Which
ain't
one?
the display truck, but it's they display truck. They took it out the box, put it on display. That bad boy has been moved from 4 different spots in the store. I said, "Why y'all keep moving this truck? Ain't nobody looking at it." I was like, Sorry
Damn.
for y'all.
And it was the new one.
Yep.
I wonder
But
when they got it.
Basically, they'll look at it, but then, hey, how much is this? Oh, okay. And they on to something else. Matter of fact, I saw it in there. So let's say, like when the pre-order came out, when you could pre-order it, it was maybe like a day or two after that they had it.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
I hope they be on sale because if they 750, and then come Christmas time, they be 500, $499 or something like that. I'm gonna get one. I'll get one just for the hell of it. Then at that price, just to try it out, just to try to see if I can make it do a bicycle.
At the most $549 at the most 549.
But the old one wasn't that cheap though.
But I think the old one was overpriced.
Any of them, anything that got a low C is licensed, it ain't gonna be cheap. It's definitely gonna be more. You know what I mean?
That's true too.
Let me go ahead, Ryan. I'm sorry.
What truck was that? It's blue and white, the big monster truck. The XL. Oh, what was that truck?
The low C MTXL.
No, not that one. It's a little bit smaller than that. But it's mostly white. And if you looking at it just quick, it just look like it got graffiti on the side in blue and black. It's a Losi something. But anyway, when it first came out, I think it was like $700. Then it dropped down to $650. Then it dropped down to $600.
You ain't talking about the Super Baja Ray, are you?
No. That
Rock Ray, Super Rock Ray.
It's older than that. This was out right before, I think, right before the Infraction came out. So it's like that old, but it's old now. It's old then.
You said it had graffiti on the side. You talking about the truck that we got? The truck we got that's a light gap.
LST.
No, not the LST. Yeah, you got
the 3XLE.
Oh, 3XLE.
Yes.
Yeah, LST.
3XLE.
Yeah, 3XL. Yeah.
Now, wasn't that truck $700 when it first came out, or was it more?
Yeah, when it was $700 when it first came out, and then they started having them diff issues, and then they dropped it down to $649.
So hopefully
it was $699.
That truck always that price though. That truck been $650. You know what I mean? Since its inception.
What truck you talking about? The one we talking about?
LST line. The 3XLE is the LST. It's just a different version. So the original Nitro version was $649. Then you had the XL version, or LST2. They were all $649.
It was $700 at first.
I'm talking about the older versions. Like when they first came out, they were $649. So $100 price increase ain't much, depending on, inflation and whatever else like that. It's not much.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So here goes the first LMT. It was $649. And so the second LMT with a more expensive receiver with better parts, it only went up $100, which I don't think that's bad. As far as the price going up. Now, is it expensive? Yes, it's definitely expensive. But I'm saying it's for the upgrades that they put on it and the price only going up $100. I don't think that's that bad. But is it overpriced? Hell yeah, it's overpriced. All of them overpriced.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? That's that goes back to everything we buy though. You know what I'm saying? When it, outside of RCs, shit is overpriced. Your house is over damn price. Aaron, what it do, bro? Let me see anybody that said Mitch, where do you do your speed runs at? Jay Mitch.
It's a little park near my way in Oaks, PA. I like to keep it under wraps though, because I don't want nobody up there.
Everybody
they got park rangers. One year we got kicked off. They told us not to come back. It was towards the end of the speed run season, and there was a little incident. And the ranger was acting like a little punk. He said, "I don't want to see y'all out here for the rest of the year." So I like to keep my spot under wraps. I got spots that's local that you want to run and get a number, that's fine. But that spot, that's a nice little proprietary secret for those who know.
Been there, done that, J-Man.
Yeah,
Been there, done
you do
that.
it right.
Mm-hmm.
Next thing you know, a whole bunch of randoms gonna be out there with tents.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because it's
Y'all
a
can email me.
park.
I'll tell you for $20.
Mm-hmm. it's a public park, so you got to be aware of people around you. Like it's 2 soccer fields, it's a bike trail, it's a pond, and like is a major highway nearby at the other end of it. It's a lot of things that you have to be cognizant of, and you just don't want anybody up there because you know how we are. Sorry,
Man,
Take over.
Speed running to me is not something you take 20 people with you to go do. You know what I mean? Speed running to me is you take people who understand speed running. Speed run is not a drag event. You don't take 27, set up a light in the middle of the block. You can't do that. Not at this spot. You know what I mean? You need to concentrate. You need serenity. You know what I mean? You need like-minded people. It takes a lot of focus. So I'm a little funny with sharing exact spots. And even if I told somebody where they was, they ain't going there anyway. I could be like, this is in East Giblip, Pottsville, area code 19385. You can be like, that's too far anyway. So just keep that to myself, though. It ain't you, it's me. But if you want recommendations and you're in Philly, I got spots that I could recommend. That spot is special, you know, for people who know what they're doing.
RC car fans said, "Don't sleep on the Outcast Forest." Nah, we ain't sleeping on it, man. We ain't sleeping on the Outcast Forest at all.
You see how much
Outcast
the
Forest,
Outcast Forest costs now? It's like $549 with the tariffs.
GA Muscle, what's going on, bro? How you doing? How you doing? Michael Gresham, what's going on, brother? How you doing? KDRC said, "I caught my Forest Mojave on Amazon for $490. That's a good deal. I caught mine at the hobby shop for $429 before the tariffs. He said that's a Monte Carlo SS. It's about $3,500. Said y'all heard about the Traxxas Mini XRT? Yeah. I saw the little leak. I can't wait till that come out. I'm gonna get one of those. I'm a Traxxas fanboy now. I'm gonna do a vlog too when I go to the Traxxas. I'm gonna go to the Traxxas in Texas again, like I did year before last. Do another vlog. Woo Diddy, what's going on, bro? Ronnie Creason, what's going on, bro? He says, "Sup? Did you guys like Armour Grums?" Yes, sir. I like my Grums. I like all three of them. They awesome. I would recommend you get them. Get the brushless ones, the BLX ones, because you ain't really got to do much to those, and they fast right out of the box. Said, "What's up?" Kyle RC says, "What's up, fellas? I just got the Low C5T. I'm converting it to brushless. I have a Spectrum 780 motor and ESC from the DBXLE. Is that going to be straight? No.
No.
No,
That DBXLE ESC gonna be too. It's not gonna have enough ass, man. It's only 160 amps. That motor, you fine with that motor, but you gonna want to get an ESC that's gonna push out at least 200 amps.
Do we want to start right now with the argument on which one he need to get, or do we need to wait till we get deeper into the show?
You gonna wait?
Oh, okay.
Cal, though, I would say it don't really matter which one. Just get whatever one is go 200 amps, bro. And really, that 780 can take 12S, man. So if you can get you know, for what you're gonna pay for one that's 200 amps, you can get you one that's 250 amps and run 12S.
Well,
But yeah,
what
that
ESC
100
runs 12S, Gap?
the Hobby Wing Max 5 G2.
Mad Components.
Oh, and the Mad Components, it run it too.
Look, we're still in the pre-fight stage. We ain't got to the main event yet.
We at the weigh-in. We at the weigh-in portion.
We the stare down, man. The stare down.
And he also asked, what is the best conversion kit for the 5T? It's really, they don't make the complete conversion kit no more. You got to piece it together, man. You got to piece it together. Well, Stupid RC does. They make one, a full one, but it's hit or miss. It's gonna take long. It's gonna take forever for it to get to you. And then the metal that they use is not really high quality metal. That's why this stuff is so cheap. But you can go. Oh, Vidavon has a full kit. Vidavon has a full kit. Yeah, MGM has a full kit. Losi was gone. Right. Or you could do like how I did on mine. I just bought a motor mount, which WFO has a motor mount that can fit up to the big can, the 560 can. It's only $90, and then you could just make you some battery straps, battery trays.
There's a top tune-in motor mount, and you can get the rings for the big can. But I say Vidavon all day. Vidavon quality, and you ain't gonna have no problems with. You just got to make sure you get the specific one for 5T and not the 5B.
Want to do the J Mitch special? You use the Outcast stuff for your battery trades.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's me too. I made my battery tray. I just used the side of all that plastic on the side. You know how the
Mhm.
5T and 5B got all that plastic on the side? I just used that plastic on the side, made me some slits, put me some battery straps through there, and I just got the motor mounts. But I did find that Losi motor mount for $50 on Amazon, bro. It's made just like how that old Losi motor mount was made.
Mm-hmm.
It's where it's just that little front piece, the front cap that rides lower on the chassis. They got over $50 on Amazon. I found that I put it in my cart. I was gonna buy it just to have for future references.
I still got my original
Oh,
conversion kit from my 5B to Losi one. It's just on the shelf. I'm just looking at it. I know I can get a couple dollars for it because I know people want the official shit, but
Mhm.
I'm gonna just keep that with the car.
Yep. Said baby Cali boy new to the channel. I want in on that Monte Carlo. Oh, that's a red cat. That's a red cat lowrider. And I put
Low ride.
they got the 26ers. We got red cat 26ers. That's what they call those wheels. You can just get that, man. You can get it, man. They on red cat site, bro. Um Blind Woo Fury, what it do? What it do? What it do? Big Reg, get your ass in here.
Big Red.
Blind Fury said every race ever raced the Talon on 6S down a busy boulevard. That's leaving my friend. Oh no, I ain't never raced down no boulevard at all, bro. I don't got them kind of nuts. I race down my street, but my street ain't no boulevard, so
Mm-mm.
yeah, I ain't quite got there yet, brother. I ain't that daredevilish. He said, Brandon Singleton said, do you remember the Traxxas Cow Bush 160? Yeah, I remember. I wanted one of those trucks, bro. But they hard to find now. You know what he's talking about? It's like a little sprinter truck. The real race Indy race truck. It was dope from
Mhm.
Traxxas. But that, when I came in the hobby, they was already a thing of the past. But I would love to get my hands on one. Losi 3XLE. All right, I bought my Losi 3XLE when it was on sale for $550. James Brown say any of y'all mess with the Primal RC? Yeah, I have a Raminator down here on the floor. Can't never keep it running. Really, it's really a paperweight, a big ass paperwork weight. I just got a bad one. That's all. The V3, the V2s and the V3s are good. The V3s and the V4s are good. That V1 was it was a mess. Um, Jay said it is undisclosed. Oh, undisclosed location. Yes, sir. Colt Monte, what it do? What it do? What it
What up,
do?
coach?
All right, he got a question about those SSS brushless motors, bro, and the TP motors and the surplus hobby motors. I think they all good motors. If
Yeah,
you
they
get the
all
right
good
one,
motors.
get the right one for the right application. I think they are good motors.
Yeah, they all good. They all good. TP. I mean, you can't go wrong with any of them for bashing. You can bash any of them. Speed running, I'm going right to TP though. TP got the speed and drag racing motors on lock.
Hmm. Yeah. All you can do which Majid two motors? They good motors too. The Cordovas and the did you say those? And the Seikos. They
Yeah,
good motors. They good
those
motors
are nice too. Yeah.
for drag racing. Now I don't know about speed runs, but for
Wasn't
drag
they
racing.
saying the Seikos is like crazy expensive now, or is it the Dovas?
Yes, both,
Yeah,
The
and I
Seikos
heard
went up
the
to. They don't got nothing under. And the Steve News, they don't got nothing under $500, bro.
and what's the other one? New. I heard new is
New,
like
yeah,
crazy. New is crazy
yeah.
money for a motor right now.
The Steve New and the Seikos are it ain't nothing under $500. They were talking about that in the on Zello the other day. They was like, man, ain't nothing under 500. I said, good God Almighty, that's crazy. But they gonna buy it because you gotta pay the drag race. You said Big Rock 223S $400. That's crazy. Yes, sir. Brandon Singleton. What's up, Matt? That what I'm gonna call you? Cause I don't want to mess up your name, brother. Said what you what do all you what you all think about the Creighton 8S? I just got a Max 4 and an 800 kV. It's gonna be a beast, bro.
Yep, should be
It's
fun.
gonna be a beast. Yes, sir. Running on 12 is gonna be a beast. You're gonna love it, bro. You're gonna love it, love it, love it. It's gonna be
32,
hard to keep it.
39, 34, 39. Garen, you'll be
Mm-hmm.
fine.
Or
Give me
39, you gonna boy.
39, 39, be fine.
I'm gonna
Yep.
tell you got to be you got to with that gearing though, you gotta wanna go crazy with the car. Cause it's gonna go crazy on you regardless. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna be no mile. No. You touch that throttle, man, that car gonna stand up and go down the street like this. It's gonna be crazy, bro. You're gonna love it though. You're gonna love it. Coach Monte said, Jay Mitch, my neighbor, tried to hustle me out of my tools. I won. I won in the raffle. Somebody trying to
Try to get
MIPs,
you.
bro. The
Yo, I'm gonna trade
MIPs.
you this. I'm gonna
Hey,
trade
them
you.
shit.
I'm gonna trade you 5 Wardell felony tires.
Man.
Hey, them MIPs, bro. Hey, man, I'm telling you, man. Once you start rich with MIPs, bro, it's hard to go to anything else, bro.
MIP
It's
change your
hard to go
life.
to anything else. Bro, I done lost about 2 MIPs, and immediately when I lose it, I get right on Amazon and order a fresh 3-pack. I got to have them, bro. 2.5, a 2.0, and a 1.5. I got to have. Deep voice, what it do, bro?
Hey, yo, Deep Voice, what was in that damn box, man? You playing with my emotions. What's in that
Oh,
box?
he did a YouTube on it. He did a YouTube video on it.
Okay. All right. I ain't seen the
Mhm.
YouTube. I just kept on seeing that picture every damn where, dog. Why you playing?
Somebody have a birthday, yeah. Yeah, he got the Rovin, what's the car one? F5?
F5. Okay.
F5. Mm-hmm. So I've been
Don't put
driving.
12S on that car unless you change the driveline and the MCD stuff, please. You'll be buying more parts than it's worth.
Yeah, I was gonna say return and see if you can get an MCD. It's only a couple hundred more. Unless it was a birthday
MCD.
present. If it was a birthday present, man, enjoy it. You know what I mean?
With what he do though, bro, it ain't he not gonna go 12S. He don't even really have the area to really run it in, bro. It would be crazy for him to invest that kind of money, and he gonna barely run the car anyway. And he only doing 8S. GA Muscle. The truck performance has a full kit, but it's expensive. Yeah, all of it gonna be everything for field scale is gonna be expensive, bro. It's gonna be rare. You have to piece something together if you want it to be cheap.
And if it's cheap,
Are
you ain't gonna want it. If it's cheap, it ain't gonna last long. It's gonna be sliding around. The mesh ain't gonna hold. Man, spend the money right the first time, man.
Mm-hmm.
Peace of mind is worth some money. You paying for some peace of mind, some time. I mean, so
He said, IKB TV says, "What's up, fellas? Actually, there is a conversion kit for the 5T by Rovin that is great. I can send you the pictures of mine to post.
here you go.
Yep, feel free to send them if you want to send them, brother. What's up, Grant? What's going on, bro? Would love a long range FPV system and radio gear for it and terrorize my neighbors with it. Hey, you can do that. You can get it. What's the company that made that LPV, that good ass LPV?
Radio
It's a
Link made one.
company.
It's called Radio Master.
Or DJI?
Nah, it's not neither one of those. It's one that's $600. It even got the head tracking in it. Let me see, what would it be called?
That's the Iron. That's the Iron something. It's Cadix, basically. It's Iron Mountain or something like that. I think they call it Iron Mountain or Iron something.
I'm gonna put Iron FPV. Maybe that'll find it. Iron Quad, is it? Yep, Iron Quad LPV. This it right here.
It's the
Oh my
Cadix setup.
goodness.
It's $609. Hold on. Let me share it. But this is a dope when I seen the videos. Oh no. Don't want to do that. Hold up. Almost showed y'all some jet nakeds. Y'all see you see it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this it right here, and you got the head mount, and then this little piece right there is easy to mount on the inside of your car or the outside, and then you get you the Radio Master controller with the what's the one with the extra antenna on it, y'all? What's that called? The
ELRS.
ELRS, and then you can sit down at your house and go for it, bro. He said, "But my son hit the crybaby switch." Hey, bro, you just get started, bro. You just get started.
Get ready.
What did they call you? Cause they on the side of the road and messed up your car.
Oh, good
Said,
grief.
God, he said, God, love the videos. Keep them coming. You just don't know how much you have helped me out with my cars. Hey, man, I appreciate that, bro. Yeah, I'm gonna keep them coming, man. I'm gonna keep them coming, man. I'm trying to get myself in a better RC position, bro. Trying to get myself in a better RC position, man. So the grind is finna get back like the grind was when I first started YouTube, bro. So I'm finna really, really try to get it in. Not true, y'all. The kit I'm talking about is cheap and durable, not one problem. Hey, that's what's up, man. You gotta, hey, man, it works for you. It works for you, bro. That's how the game goes. He said, yeah, that radio link. Williams RC four-wheel drive. What's going on, bro? That would be slick on an RC car radar. What's going on, brother? Ah, shoot, man. What the hell? That foot itching like hell. Bro, did y'all see me do the RX-5? Yeah, that's what we was just talking about, Deep Boy. RX-5. Um,
I think he's saying Mr. Meadows.
oh, Mr. Mitos.
Yeah, his XR5.
Oh yeah, yeah, I seen it. I seen it. That yellow one with the B on the side, with the orange one with the B on the side, and the clear top. It's dope. Dope as hell. Did y'all see it?
I haven't.
Yeah, that shit fire. He said he had a CAD. What is it? The CAD X FPV setup in my 5T. It's pretty nice. I don't even know what that one is. I would have to look that one up. He said with the
Mechanics.
MB4, with the MB4 Pro, you can make an easy connection to a game steering wheel. Oh, that's what's up. And drive it. Oh man, to be able to drive it with the steering wheel, that would be dope too, bro. Video game steering wheel. You sit at the house, that'll be dope. I don't know if I'd be that good to be able to drive it like that though. Like a regular car. Watermark your videos. I forgot what channel it was, but they stole your. Oh, okay. Nah, man, I don't care about that. RC Daniel, man, it's all good, man. It's flattering to me, bro. When people steal.
It wasn't an interview, was it? When didn't we have a Savage in that video? Me and you did. Where I interviewed you a long
Nah,
time ago. That wasn't the
nah,
Savage.
that was a epidemic. Force RC epidemic. That's what that
Oh,
was.
okay.
But if you find it, Daniel, post it in here. I would love to see it, just to see what it looked like, see what they were talking about. He said they stole my video. Good God Almighty. He said same thing, different day. Working school. Hey man, that's what's up, man. What paint do you use? What paint do you use, Rattle?
He talking to KDRC.
He like that Rattle like Tamiya with the asbestos in it. He sniff it. He's been spraying. He sniff it.
I like Spastics the best. They got the best colors. Yeah, Spastics got the best colors. I think Tamiya has the best quality of paint. I've never had a can fail, like a brand new can fail. Yeah, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
But I
Tamiya
like
paint is
Spastics.
for like museum quality stuff.
Yeah. Oh,
What you mean? What you mean by that? What you mean by that, Teddy?
So all their
I think
kits
that's a
are
shot.
detailed, scaled. So when they do like the little plastic models and stuff, all their paints are museum quality, so they actually have the correct colors for anything that they put out. It's true. It's true to life for what it is.
So would you say that's better or worse though?
No, I think it's the best paint you can get. The only thing that sucks is the cans are small. Other than that, I mean, the pressure is always good. You never had problems with your tips clogging. They lay down flat and it's always glossy when you do it. Sometimes you spray other stuff, you'll spray it. It might not come out as shiny as you want. Yeah, not that it matters on the inside, but you can definitely tell it's not the same. Like the atomizer that comes, it's not the same on all the cans.
Yeah, because for me, I make most mistakes. I like Spastics because of the colors. Like they got all those different color changes, and I like those candy colors. But Spastics is much harder to paint with for me than just the regular paint. The regular Tamiya, I can paint like hell with that. You would think I'm good with Tamiya, but then I get some Spastics in my hand. Oh, I'm finna destroy something.
But you ever notice, like, even using Tamiya cans, they're small, but they cover a lot, even that small can. You're like, damn, I got this whole body done with this little small can. I thought I had to buy like 3 or 4 of them, but yeah, they definitely cover really well.
They do.
Mm-hmm.
I used to like Duratrex the best.
Duratrex paint was definitely good. I mean, the sizes, the value, everything was there for them.
Mm-hmm.
Real good paint.
What the hell happened here, bro?
Huh?
What the hell happened to Duratrax?
Good question. They tires done went out. They paint gone.
Well, the Duratrex, I think, fused with Luis. Luis tires, I think that's what they basically transitioned into. Now, as far as their paints, I'm not sure. Like, they transitioned into something else, which will kind of make sense now that Proline came out with spray paint cans. So it might be their stuff, just rebranded. Who knows?
I hope. Oh my goodness. I don't know. Because Proline is water based.
You think it's gonna be water based?
Their airbrush paints are water based. Nah, ain't be water based. That would be definitely,
the consistency of that Proline airbrush paint versus, let's say, the consistency of Spastics. Spastics is a little thicker. It's still thin, but it's a little bit thicker. But that Proline, I didn't like it.
The best water base you can get is Mission Models. I'm telling you, that's the best water base you can get.
Now, I never used that. I don't know nothing about that one.
The Mission Models is that work.
So I'm wondering how they new paints gonna do. How they new paints in the can gonna do. So what colors they gonna have? Yeah, I wonder what colors they gonna have. Are they gonna have something different? Or are they gonna have the same old?
Yeah.
They're probably just gonna mimic what they have in the airbrush line already and leave it at that.
Probably.
All right, Brandon Singleton asks, what is the biggest opinion that you put on the Typing 223S because stop speed sucks? I don't know what's the biggest, but I know you can put an 18 on there and it'll change the game. I don't know what the biggest. It won't be real big though. It won't be real big. It might be you might can get a 21 or a 22 on there. That's probably gonna be top.
I got a 19 on mine.
He said, KD say,
you use Cryoline on the outside or the inside?
Me?
No, KDRC used Cryoline for a while. Now I'm asking if he used it on the inside or the outside.
Oh, they got that plastic line that works great on polycarbonate bodies.
Really?
The Fusion? Yeah, the Fusion stuff works good.
Interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, I opened the paint booth back up today. I'm paying for parts. Keep your money. I need parts.
Uh-oh.
What parts you need, bro?
Hey, we'll talk about it. But yeah. Cause man, with these prices these days, we'll just trade.
The shelves gonna be empty soon.
Yeah, cause ain't nobody gonna be getting nothing to stop.
Right. So look, bash carefully if that's a thing, because you go down there too many passes and you hit something, you might not be able to get that control on for $20. It might be $50.
Man,
And it might take you 2 weeks. You can't go to the local hobby shop.
look, or just take the Router Can How to Bash class. I got you.
Well,
That's where you get creative with JB Well, bro.
That's gonna last
Listen, you get
every bit of 5 seconds.
listen, you use piano wire. What you do is you heat it up real nice. You fuse it inside of the plastic on both sides, and then you have to go ahead and wrap it around with some cloth and JB Weld. It ain't breaking. Not in that same spot.
Teddy, everybody, it's not you.
I'm just telling you how to do it. Like use piano wire. I'm telling you, put it in the inside of it, and then you go ahead and you grind some of it off. Get some JB Weld down. Take a T-shirt and cut up strips and wrap it around. More JB Weld on top of there. It ain't coming off.
Yeah, that sounds like a whole lot of work for people that aren't that in depth and in tune with the hobby. They'll probably wait the 2 weeks for.
Like,
I just looked at that video. He damn sure he used a lot of my clip, but he used a lot of people's videos. The video I just scanned through, he used about 5 different YouTubers' videos, bro. That's crazy. Damn sure. That was the first video popped up too. The one that they used my stuff. It's all good though, bro. I ain't gonna take his monetization. He ain't got but 70 subs. I'm gonna let him get the money first. When he get the bag, then I'm gonna hit him. Copyright. Give me my money. All right, so getting into the topic for tonight, bro. We're gonna go and get into the topic for tonight because I want to hear from my brother Jay Mitch. Getting into the topic tonight. The topic tonight is the best application for beginners on surface RCs. So what would you recommend for a beginner who first getting into the game with different surface applications? So the first question I have is for a basher, a person who just want to hit a few jumps, want to drive around in his backyard and have a good time. What would be the first, the best basher for a beginner in your point of view, from your point of view? I know we're gonna have some differences.
Car or
Yeah,
electronic?
basher, car.
Best basher for entry
The
level.
best basher for entry level. Yep. For a beginner, person getting his first car.
If you on road,
Are we talking about an adult beginner? Are we talking about a teenage beginner? Or are we
I'm
talking
about
adult?
Adult beginner who getting into the game.
Okay.
He want a basher, not a street basher. He want an off road bash car.
All around basher.
He want an off road bash car for a beginner.
I would go with a Creighton. Yeah, I would just go with a Creighton.
I'm gonna say Valkyrie.
And why would you say Creighton, Rattle?
One, you can run on 4S, 6S, even on 4S, the way the remote set, you can still bust it down to 50%. So you got plenty of space to learn how to drive that truck with what you got. You're not gonna have to buy nothing else in order to pick up that pace, other than buying some more batteries. So you have to buy like 2 3S batteries. It's gonna be tough. It's fast out the box. Part availability is pretty decent, and you ain't got to go far to get information on it. It's gonna be a gang load of YouTube videos on how to fix this or replace that, whatever. So, yeah, I would go with a Creighton. I would tell them a Creighton.
All right, Jay Mitch, you said Valkyrie. What's the why?
The value for the money. It's 4S. It's fast as hell. It's durable. It's a beast. and it's cheap. You're not gonna. You talking about a beginner. You're not sure if this hobby is really for you. I feel like the Valkyrie, you can grow with it, and you can recoup most of your money back with it. Without even doing any hop ups to it. You could sell them Jones for $250. They $330, and if you talk nice, you might still be able to get it for the old $300 price. I mean, I think the size of it is bigger than the 10th scale, not quite 8th scale. It's substantial, and you can enjoy it. And you got two choices: the MT or the TR. So I'm not. That's what I'm going with. I like the little Valkyrie for a nice beginner car. Somebody asked me, Jay, what to get. I'm gonna go ahead and say Valkyrie right now.
10-4. What you got, Teddy?
Team Associated MT10.
There you go.
And why?
Durable as hell. You got Associated name behind it, so the part support is there at most hobby shops. I said the handle's good. It's not that much. It's fairly inexpensive. It's not like $700 or nothing, but I guess by the time you're fully invested into it, getting into it, charger and battery, you'll probably be around that. But my thing is just the durability of it. When you look at it, new driver, you're gonna hit stuff. I'm trying to give them the best chance of not coming back to the hobby shop with a split in half or parts hanging off of it.
There it is. What you got, Dave?
Rattle took mine. I was gonna go Creighton, but then
You still can go Creighton.
I'm gonna switch it up and just throw another car out there that we haven't said, and I'll go with a Traxxas brand, and I'll say the Rustler. The reason why I say the Rustler is because for one price. For a beginner, I don't see beginners wanting to spend $400 or $500 or whatnot. The Rustler comes in at like $350, $360, something like that, which is it's more affordable outside of the Traxxas plugs and the batteries. And the little truck, it does pretty good, 70 miles an hour, so they claim out the box, but it does its job. I hadn't had any really problems with mine that I have.
And me, I would second Dave. I was hoping he didn't say it. That's why I wanted him to say Creighton. The same thing would be the Traxxas Rustler for me. And my reasoning is totally different than his reasoning. But the reason why I say the Traxxas Rustler is because it's not hard to work on. It's very easy. You know what I'm saying? It's one or two bolts to change almost anything on that truck. Nothing on that truck is hard to work on. And I think that if you want to be in the hobby, if you're serious about being in the hobby, it's all gonna be when you break the car. You see what I'm saying? When you break the cars is what makes and breaks a lot of people in the hobby. Because if you incline, you kind of mechanically incline, you really want to fix that car your damn self. You know what I'm saying? And with that car, it's so easy to fix it, to fix. And then like you can make that car into so many different things. Like you can speed run that car. You can back flip and bash the crap out of that car easily just with a change of tires. It has a nice clipless body on it. It has all plastic. All the parts are dirt cheap. And you can go back to your hobby shop and they'll have everything for that car for you to be able to go fix it on your own. So that's why I would go with the Rustler as well. I told y'all I'm a Traxxas fanboy. All right, we got that out of the way. So if you were getting into racing on a real racetrack, a real off-road racetrack, like if you wanted to go to one of these A mains and B mains and C mains and D mains, but you're a beginner, you don't know how to build a kit. What you going with?
Techno, easiest kit to build. One of the easiest kits, one of the most detailed manuals. Techno EB or ET, either one. Probably Chuggy, probably be easier to drive than Buggy. But I'm definitely gonna go with a Techno kit for sure. Easy to build, parts availability durable, gonna be competitive. You know, so I'm going with.
What you got, Rattle?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to roll with Jay Mitch on that. Yeah, because I really don't know much about them kits like that. But I do know that from what I've seen and heard, Techno is like the easiest to deal with. So yeah, I'm going with the Techno and something 4S, a 4S system in it.
Okay. What you think, Ted?
It gotta be off road. We doing on road. Like, what we doing?
Off road.
Off road. Probably do a Kyo show, MP10.
Damn. I
He
thought I
said
had something.
What you got, Dave?
Kyoto FPT.
That was you gonna say Kyoto FPT
Yeah.
too?
Yeah, I thought I
All
had
right, all right. Mine would be the TLR Tune Typhon RTR. And the
I
reason
thought it
why
had to
I
be a
say
kit.
that,
I thought it had to be a kit. I didn't know
no,
we could
no,
do
no,
LTRs.
no, yeah, it could be any because you speaking from a beginner standpoint. You see what I'm saying? So I thought y'all was gonna be more like maybe the low C, the Kyo show because they got RTRs. What's the other one? Habayo, they got RTRs. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I mean, but if you, hey man, if somebody really on it, hell, I tell them to get a Techno too. You know what I'm saying? But for a beginner, I would just, I would recommend them not building the kit for their first car. I would just recommend them getting the car. So I would recommend the TLR Tune Typhon, bro. That'll be perfect to me.
Okay, so let's say this. We're building a kit. Some enthusiasts may just be getting into the hobby that may have a mechanical background. Or, you know what I'm saying, that's like myself or Ted or Doc. That, you know what I'm saying, we tinker all the time with stuff like this. And for me, it will be more interesting and I would say therapeutic, so to speak, for me, because this is therapy for me. When I break down a car, I mean, like, I'm in my happy place. You know what I'm saying? I got the light on, I got tools going, and I got the parts to do it with. I'm all night long. I forget what time it is. You know what I'm saying? But that's me, and I'm sure some of y'all too. When you know what I'm saying, you look into getting into the hobby, or when I first got into it, everything about it interested me. So it wasn't like I was afraid to turn a wrench. I wanted to know how everything worked. So, the curiosity gets me. So that's why the kits would probably be more interesting for somebody like me with a mechanical background.
And I think if you racing, I think you gotta know how to wrench on some level, unless you wrench and you got a whole pit crew. You know what I mean? Like, I think at some point, you don't intimately know your car until you really have to put it together yourself.
Right.
Yeah. But it's different stroke for different folks though. Like, okay, when we went to Carolina the other week, when we went to that hobby shop and we got on that track, it was a guy out there and he was just getting into RC. And he had the low C RTR buggy. You can look at the dude and tell he was very mechanically because he already, and when you look at the car, he already been doing stuff to it, even though it was an RTR. He had already been doing stuff to it. But I think him getting into that car is going to help him understand a little more about racing. He was bad too. I don't like talking stuff about people, but he was bad, bro. Like his driving skills just wasn't there. Like I kind of wanted to tell, I kind of wanted to tell him to just go to a park and just get the car to be able to go around, you know what I'm saying, before you start hitting jumps. Just get the car and learn how to drive the car good, you know what I'm saying, first, before you start doing all that. But, like me, when I got in the hobby, it was no way I was buying no kit. I don't give a damn. I was not buying no kit when I got in the hobby. And I would say that I'm pretty mechanically inclined. I just didn't want to buy no kit. You know what I'm saying? So, but you know, it's different stuff for different folks, man. I think getting in the hobby is just getting in the hobby. However you want to do it, that's gonna be the best way for you to do it. We're gonna catch some of y'all comments in a minute. I know we getting behind. I got one more. Uh, I got a couple more questions. So, all right, y'all. We got the bashing out of the way. If a person wanted to get into drag racing, he didn't want to break the bank. He just want to be able to go out, get a car, and go out there and be able to drag race. What would y'all recommend?
What type of drag racing? We talking 7 scale, street eliminator?
Whatever kind of drag race. Whatever kind of as long as
Say get a
it's on the road.
Man, that's a rabbit hole in itself.
Yeah.
I don't know how you could race for cheap. You could start cheap, but it ain't going to be cheap.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like starting off. Most people when they start off, when they come to a drag race and they see a drag race, they don't want to come into the hobby and drop $20,000 in, you know what I'm saying, trying to, you know what I'm saying? They just want something to be able to get out there with the people and run.
So here's the thing though. When you race, you don't race to have fun. Like when you race, you want to fucking win. So I don't like, and that's one of the reasons why I don't race, because I just want to have fun. I like racing. Like I don't, you know, when you race with people, certain people gotta win all the fucking time.
Yep.
And
if they don't, they act like babies.
Exactly, they act like babies, and it's just not fun. Like you could be competitive, but I don't know. If you racing, you trying to win. So I don't know how you trying to win on a cheap if you a beginner. If you really got this in your mind, like you gonna come out here and do it, like you gotta spend that money. You know what I mean? But the first drag racer I had that I did for cheap was a Typhon 6S. Stock electronics. Only thing I did was put a spool on it and put some GRPs on it. And it was a beast. So that's what I would go with.
Well, Ted had a good one. What you got, Ted?
I say, like, you know, you want to go for cheap. You know, I understand your point that, you know, if you're going to be into it, you're going to get into it. But to learn to understand the car for cheap money, get a DR10, because then you're going to grow from that, because they got kits you can buy for them to kind of turn them into something else.
Mm-hmm. What you got, Rattle?
If they still made it, because it is discontinued, but I would go with the Losi drag truck.
Oh, 22S.
Good one.
Yeah.
Good one. Mm-hmm. What you got, Dave?
Limitless.
Okay. Well, me personally, I would go with the Traxxas Drag Slash. And the reason why I say that because at the Street Eliminator races, they have stock classes, and the stock classes are pretty nice size classes. Where they have, like, you know, teenagers and all that kind of stuff. And it seems to me like they have a good time. You know what I'm saying? So I would say a stock Traxxas Slash, and you good to go. Good to go with this stock Traxxas Slash. All right. So what about if you wanted to crawl? You want to get into beginning crawling. You're a beginner and you want to get into crawling, trail trucks and all that kind of stuff. What you got?
The Gap
Red Cat Ascent.
The Fusion or the regular Red Cat Ascent?
Fusion.
Why you pick that?
Well, for one, it's a basic crawler, but is a little more complex than a basic crawler, if that makes sense. It's a little, well, let's just say this, it's a step above a basic crawler.
Mm-hmm. What you got? Anybody else?
Yeah, I'm going with the Capra. Just, you know, it got a gang load of features already in it, like that 4-wheel steer. It's already coming with that. So, yeah.
I'm gonna go TRX4. I like the TRX4. I like it. It's so much stuff for it, but you could get. It's not going to be cheap, but you could start off with the sport. And I think like any crawler you get is
you're not gonna really break too much. But I think you can start with that TRX for it and grow with it. And they got some pretty cool bodies and some interesting things going there. So that's what I would go with.
Okay. RC Addis Garage, what it do, bro? And me, for a first crawler, I would go with any of the SCX 10s, the SCX 10 threes, any one of them, from the Gladiator to the J7. And the reason why is because they're pretty good crawlers. I don't think they're as good as the Fusion, but I know part support and upgradability is way, way better than the Fusion. I mean, than the Red Cat. The Traxxas trucks, the reason why I put it over the Traxxas trucks because a lot of the Traxxas trucks are more trail trucks than crawlers. You have to modify to make it into a crawler. With the SCX6, it's a crawler. I mean, not the SCX6, but the SCX 10 threes, they're crawlers. So that's why I would pick that. And they are pretty expensive. You can get a Traxxas crawler for much cheaper than some of the SCX crawlers, but the axial, let me say that, the axial crawlers. But the trick out ability, if you got a 3D printer, man, they've got all the parts, all the everything for 3D printing for the axial for free online. So that's the reason why I would say crawlers. I mean, any of the axial SCX 10 threes. See, I got 4 new Duratrax Warthog 3.8 tires for my eRevo not too long ago. They were brought off of Horizon. Yeah, you still can find some of the Duratrax stuff now. You definitely can, but the big time advertising they don't do no more. You can't just get boatloads of it. Or the Duratrax stuff. Now, Louis stuff, you can get a lot of that. Mm-hmm. So we're gonna catch a few of these comments, man, and then we're gonna continue on with the questions because I got two more topics I want to touch, and then we can rock out from there, freestyle out from there. So I'm gonna step out for 1 second. Catch those comments for me, Ryder. Please,
All right.
sir, if you don't mind.
Oh, we ain't going back that far. Let's see here. All right, we're gonna get it cracking with William RC at 10:35. He says the Habao Hyper SSE buggy. Osborne RC says techno for 8 scale and 10 scale short course truck. William RC says or the Mugen I would choose. Osborne says 10 scale buggy associated. William says the Mugen MBX7. Hank says, I know I'm not the only one, but building, fixing an RC is sometimes more enjoyable than driving it.
That is true.
Very true.
Yeah,
that is true.
Very fulfilling.
and I also think too, the amount of fun you have is kind of contingent on the people, on the skill set of the people you driving with. Like if they can't drive worth nothing, you don't have much fun driving with them. It's like I'm gonna just sit in the truck and watch y'all race because I don't want y'all crashing into me. Yeah.
Hold on, real quick, right? My thing with the therapy is like my shelf queens are more therapeutic. Building them and then just putting them on the shelf. That's to me was better than just building one of these racers I got and racing it. Just what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I got maybe 2 or 3 shelf queens.
Because we as grown-ups, we like to be able to create stuff, and that's your creation. You had a concept, you had an idea, you was able to bring it to real life and go from there. The Big Mac says that was me. I'm more mechanical. He also says my first car was a Traxxas Stampede because True and Gap. Interesting. Oh, because of Gap and True. Oh wow. Oh, that means you've been around for a good little minute, Big Mac.
Way back.
Yeah.
And
Huh?
that That was when the culture was thick.
Yeah. Look, because people couldn't go outside, so they was running RC cars. Now everybody can go outside. They be like, "Yeah, I'm going back to doing what I was doing." Big Mac says, "Okay, same thing." William is saying the Habao Hyper. All right, Nathan is saying he would say the Traxxas drag car. Okay, Reg is saying Team Associated DR10 or 7 scale armor. Aaron is talking to Hank, says totally agree. Wrenching is like therapy. Radar saying I'm taking my E-Revo with paddle tires to Daytona Beach on Tuesday.
Nice.
Looking forward to the after drive, tear down and clean them before the salt takes effect. Woo! Yep. That's gonna be a doozy. Red says his first drag car was a 3S Typhon. Oh, nice. All right. Williams is saying axial crawlers or RC 4-wheel drive. RC Daniels asking Gap, what do you think of that Team Corrales limited edition? Oh, he ain't back yet. All right, we'll circle back to that. Okay, we almost finished. Williams says my first real RC was the old X Mods, first gen, second gen, and the first and second gen Man Z's. I have no idea what those are. How long ago was that?
Mini Z. X Mods was they was the one they saw the Radio Shack and all.
Oh, okay.
It was like Mini Z's, but not.
Interesting. Brandon Singleton says I've been on Gaps Live when True RC first started. There it is then. OG Paperboy says I used to get mad breaking RCs. Now I'm like, cool, I got something to wrench on. I don't like breaking them. But if I could build a car, I'll build a car. But if I break an A-arm, I feel some type of way. I'm like, man, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Hey, Gap, we got a question for you. RC Daniels asking you, what do you think about a Team Corrales limited edition?
I think it's dope. I think it's a good little car, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I'm in on buying it, but I do think it's dope. I definitely like how it looks, and I like all the upgrades they did to it. But you know what I'm saying? I wish they would have did it on the Shogun or the Morocco. That's the one that's more like the Talon. I probably would have been in on it then.
It's coming. He's testing the waters right now, seeing how people receive it. Guarantee it's gonna be out there when they whole line up.
Oh yeah, Teddy, you was right. He was saying Mini Z's.
That's a fun classic car right there, man. Nothing like them. You gotta have razor sharp. Yeah, you got razor sharp reflexes to play with them.
Yeah, you do. You do.
Especially if you make it fast.
Listen, that's how I got my hand up playing with them. Listen, that's the best class right there for anything. Anything else feels docile and lazy by the time you get back to those.
So we was asking, have you guys ran the Offner MBX Pro buggy?
Not me.
Not me.
Nah.
Me either. All right, so next question. If you wanted to get into speed runs, it gotta be a car that's not, you know what I'm saying, something that you gotta do too much building on. But if you just wanted to get into speed runs and your goal was, let's just say your goal is, most stock cars are doing 50. So let's just say your goal is 75 miles per hour. What would you recommend?
Fraction all day. Pinion change, 90 miles an hour. Don't need to buy nothing else.
Yeah, everything is in the box. What your batteries? You gotta get your batteries in your charger. But as far as the car goes, what you need, Taylor hit the nail on the head. Put that speed pinion on there and be done with it.
And I third that. It don't even be going all in the details. I third that. Hey man, infraction, bro. Infraction. For all those same reasons. Change that opinion out, run on 6S, and get down through there.
Take the break off.
Yeah, if you get a V2. Go ahead.
Another alternative would be any of the Habal RTR on-road cars. Do the same thing with them.
Mm-hmm. Facts.
And they come with a spool, right?
Some of them do.
Some of them do, but you can get them. You can get the Habayo RTR without it. Remember that the one I had, the VTE. It didn't have no spool. It was looked like the Bugatti.
Yeah,
and it was pretty fast. Yeah, it was pretty fast out the box too. Mm-hmm. So there it is, man. That's all topic for tonight. You know what I'm saying? We want to, speak on some of the cars for the beginners. I don't know if I missed one. If I did, I'm sorry. Yeah, man. That's it, man. We're gonna just rock out freestyle for the rest of the night, man, and do what we do.
Wait. So our topic wasn't about them forest fires that happened earlier this week.
Hey, listen, you beat me to it because I was coming right next. I was
That's
coming
not a
for
topic.
it.
You just
we're
want to
gonna ride
ignore
them.
that. I see how you doing it. Okay.
Yeah, Hollywood fan, man. Come on, you already know how he is.
Yeah.
No, man. I don't. If y'all want to talk about it, we can talk about it. You know what I'm saying?
You try to
We must talk about it. We have to talk about it.
All right, let's talk.
So ain't nobody gonna say nothing about these fires.
Wait a minute.
Here's my question, right? All right, and this applies for all ESCs. And I asked this earlier in the week. When they say best if used in these applications or only used in these applications, and you step outside of that, then like what's the game plan at that point? Like if I buy a Castle ESC and they say, oh yeah, the maximum weight or whatever it is about the weight, 30 pounds, but I put it in a Kraken and something happened to it, then is it Castle's fault or is it my fault?
Listen,
but outside the confines, you know what I mean? We know that that's our fault at that point. But
these hobby wing people are very political. You know what I mean?
Hold on, wait.
They want to have a whole lot of conditions. They want to try to set up the conversations about shit.
No.
I was
man.
But the thing is, right?
No, chill out, Hobby Wing Jr. I'm cool.
Yeah, but the thing is, when we were speaking about it in our conversations, right? The only point I made was that there's no defined criteria for weight. All they say is this size, and it says extreme bashing. Nothing is defined. There's no listing to say what extreme bashing consists of. So at the end of the day, that looked like extreme bashing to me, going across the field as fast as you can. It's not necessarily a speed run. He's racing and having fun. He ain't really doing that in a sanctioned event.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then on top of it, he was using the previous version, which is supposed to be a lesser component. You get the new component, all of a sudden now you're saying it can't handle it. You're not going to honor the warranty because he was doing something outside of the confines of the instructions, which are not clearly defined.
But you know what though? So on the old one, it actually gave better information as far as the recommendation. The new one was more vague. Like I would be afraid of the new one anyway because it's the new one. Yeah. You know, they say don't get the brand new out the box. Like as soon as it come out, let it be out for a little while first. So I would have been afraid of that. But yeah. Hey, Reg backstage. Oh, now he ready.
Yeah, it's my guy, another Castle lover. Come on, bring him in.
Okay, so listen, wait a minute.
Green for life.
Get started.
Now he ready.
Get started. Hey, Gal, didn't you want to end the show early?
Green for life.
Nah, ain't no end early. No, sir.
You trying to hop out now?
Listen, y'all heard Teddy.
All that time y'all had on, to sit here and rag on Ness, right, by our forest fires. Now we talk about y'all. Y'all want to talk about, oh no, it was the inclement weather. Yeah. We ain't had rain in 16 years.
He wasn't using a hobby wing motor with the hobby wing. Like it's, man, look.
I'm gonna tell you what
that was an operator error.
No. But I will. As y'all know, I like hobby wing, but I like Castle too. I got both. But the original arguments that we started when the whole Hobby Wing and Castle thing started, it was all about negligence in the person who did it, right? That's what it was all about. You know what I'm saying? That's what the whole argument came about from the very first time we ever argued about that. It was always about the person's negligence.
User error.
It was user error. You know what I'm saying? And that's all. That when we was arguing about it on our chat, that's all. That was my whole point. Was the fact that it was user. It was, you know what I'm saying? It was. We always back it up to user error. Even when we first started getting on the castles, we said because some people using Delta Wine motors and these big boy drag motors, and that's what's causing the ESC to go up in flames. Now with his setup, with the Built by Rob setup thing, I don't think he was wrong. I think he was within his parameters. You know what I'm saying? I think that it was just like we said, Hobby Wing didn't give enough information, and that it burnt. Just that simple. It burnt.
But my
Let's
thing
talk about
is
that Hobby Wing warranty.
But even beyond that, though, when we was talking about that, right? Y'all was saying like how these joints, they always burn, they always burn, they always burn. So y'all was saying like how the other ones were more durable and more user friendly. Now that's not the case when y'all trying to get into the same realm that they've been doing it. So right now you're talking about how many people have you seen with that ESC on YouTube?
Like 3. Not even that. Like he's the only one. He's the only one I've seen with that ESC.
And he had 2 of them in the same day or within the same week burning up his car.
Yeah, 2. He only had 1.
He had 2.
Yeah, 1.
He had 2.
Yeah,
He
had
said he burned up
No,
one.
he had
and
one
then
to
he
pop.
went and bought
One pop.
Yeah, 1 popped, and
One
then he had
burned
the
up.
other one. Yeah, it's only 1 burned up. That same blue, the one that's in that blue Creighton.
2 failures.
So-
Let's say 2 failures.
One of them
So
killed
they
the
still-
batteries. Well, one of
they-
them killed
they-
the batteries, so that's still a fire.
Castle still from 63rd. So, hey.
But look how, like I said before, look at how many castle setups out there for extreme stuff versus Hobby Wing stuff. So you always want to have that number be higher than that in if that's what everybody's using to gain speed or to do something in the extreme way.
But at the end of the day, Ted, you can't say the numbers is why. That's just not
Why
not a
not?
good argument. It's
That's
not
like,
a good
okay,
argument at all.
Okay,
Because
how
if
many,
you
how many airplanes are in the world? How many airplanes are in the world?
a lot,
How many cars are in the world?
a lot.
Not more.
A lot more cars, right? How many more accidents of cars do you have than airplanes? But what seems to make the news more? When airplanes crash, because guess what? There's not enough of them out there for it to be doing it that much.
I don't know about
Still
that.
not a good argument.
Why
That
ain't
was
it?
not
The
a
loss
good.
of life.
That was
might
not a
be-
good. Yeah, that was not a good.
Why ain't it? Listen, when an airplane crashes, that makes the news more than a car accident. A car accident
That's
happens
because
every
there's about
15, 20
300
seconds.
people that died that day.
No, because it's the safest form of transportation, so it doesn't happen often. Even if you have an airplane crash twice in a year, you're gonna hear about that way more than the 50 accidents that happened on the boulevard this week.
But
We just
it-
had
but-
about 5 planes. We had helicopters
Yeah,
running.
y'all just had a plane crash down the street from y'all.
That's what I'm saying. But when you hear about that, right? You in Georgia heard about that. You ain't hear about somebody who died on the boulevard yesterday.
You don't hear about the everyday, day-to-day things that happen.
That's what I'm
You know
saying.
what I
it's
mean?
just like
So I'm confused. So are y'all
what-
saying that Hobby Wing is like an airplane crash? And Castle's a car crash? Is that what you're saying? That's what it sounds like.
yeah, that's what I'm saying now. Because at this point, y'all was saying how much safer they was, and they really aren't.
They not.
But that's just this one ESC though. That's just
No,
this
they
one ESC. We haven't.
That's the only one they turned up. They ain't turned the other ones up.
And we have had other Hobby Wings blow up. They just not as publicized. I've blown up 2 or 3 Hobby Wings myself. I ain't sitting here saying I don't fuck with Hobby Wing because they blow up. Hobby Wing, anything could blow up on any
we
And
can-
I never said that I don't mess with Castle because they blow up. Because I've never blown the Castle. I've never
Well,
blown a Castle
yeah.
or Hobby Wing.
What
You
we have said,
flip
what we
between
have
whoever
said,
arguing that day.
what
Rattle
we have said
is
is
big Hobby
anytime
Wing.
you buy a
He
Castle,
got the
you
Hobby
better
Wing
get
tattoo
a
on his
fire
chest.
extinguisher.
He opened up his shirt. He got a super HW on the front of his.
Hey, that ain't just Rattle. That's Super Dave too.
Now what?
Super Dave got one castle in his collection, I think. I don't think he only got one.
One. That's it. Just got one.
What we have said when it comes to buying Castle, you must get a fire extinguisher and a bag of sand with your purchase. We have said that.
And now you gotta get a little fire blanket with your little Hobby Wing.
But my point about it is the first ESC that they turn up, they give you guys more power. They're already showing you that it's what it is because they can't control it either. It's supposed to be the better company for our safety and reliability. They turn the power up to give you a little bit more, and that shit's out. Boom! I can't take it.
And they're gonna burn down your whole car, and they ain't gonna give you no kind of warranty, nothing. They don't even want to see you little hobby wing extra fan, so it don't happen again. Like,
and the other one said it was more or less for 7-scale speed run. They said nothing really about 5th scales. It said 6 scales or 7-scale speed runs.
and them tariffs about to hit them hobby wings too, just so you know.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. You know what Hobby Wing is saying? They kind of took the YSL approach. They don't recall, they don't remember, and
Lil Woody.
Yeah,
They Lil Woody.
they took that approach.
Said they Lil Woody. Hey, I mean, but bro, the proof is in the pudding, bro. It burnt. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, man. It burnt, bro. It burnt. You know
Hobby
what I'm
Wing
saying?
is saying, I did not have sexual relations with
With that woman.
Exactly. That's what Hobby Wing saying.
Well, I wonder if that's going to deter them now, like, 'cause especially about what was being said or whatever, behind the scenes on it. If that's going to deter them from trying to open up other ESCs for those type of uses. They say, okay, this is going to be extreme style to use for speed runs, whatever like that, like a Max 4. They're probably like, you know what? We're not going to do this because we're going to tarnish our name.
I think they're going to go back to the
They might do say they might just snatch it all together and just say, forget it. We messed up. We tried to beat Castle out with that Cobra. We heard about that Cobra. We tried to put something else out before they dropped that Cobra, like Jamie said. And it I wouldn't be surprised, bro, if they just scrap it all together, bro. And it hasn't hit the market.
Hey, Gap, big up Reg, big up Reg, so people know what Hobby Wings are capable of. Look at that. Look at this. Look at this Hobby Wing. Oh my gosh.
All right, Big Red, now go in the chat. Go in the chat, Big Red, and do the same thing.
Look at the solder
And
connection.
he got the he got the right QS8. Look, them QS8 still on there.
They Amazon brand.
Oh man.
That's eBay.
Said he even got the thicker wire.
The Hobby Wing came from Amazon. You know what I mean?
So my question is, how the hell does he keep getting his hands on them? Because he got two.
He said he got it from
find one.
RC Madness. He said he got it from RC Madness.
Yeah, he said he got it from
RC Madness. Let me look them. Let me look them up.
Connecticut.
RC Madness.
Enfield, Connecticut.
Maybe they were refurbished.
But y'all know this is what I really think happened. The big wigs at Castle, the big wigs at Hobby Wing was having a conversation. They made a bet with each other. I bet you can't do this. I bet you I can. Watch. And they missed the mark on this formula.
Listen, they ain't gonna be able to catch him, bro. It's not what it is. Castle been doing this since '97, overpowering RCs since '97.
Yes, sir.
You said they've been burning RCs up since '97?
That's what you want to call it. I mean, look at the record books. I don't see Hobby Wing on top of nothing.
Where's the Hobby Wing record set?
Hey,
for the most backflips in a row.
The most warranty.
I showed you my video. I had what, 13, 14 of a 6-foot fence.
The
man had a bigger jump.
Rejections in the RC universe.
A cheaper Hobby Wing even burnt up. You see my on what you call it?
They look like they left that outside.
Yeah. Okay.
Quick run. Look at that. And Reg, what kind of warranty did they offer you on that?
Man, I don't know. They was trying to send me through so many hoops, pointing the finger that I just kind of left it alone.
They said quickly run to your hobby shop and buy a new one. That's what kind of warranty they offered you.
Hurry up and buy.
It wasn't like Castle. Castle was like, send us the stuff. We'll look at it. We'll see what we can do. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was
customer service goes a long way, and y'all.
So okay, let me ask y'all this, like straight up and down. Would you prefer that they say send it to me, let me look at it, and then they come back and be like, yeah, we're not gonna warranty it, or they just ask you 1,013 questions and you fall back and be like, I'm not dealing with y'all no more?
Wait,
because the results gonna be the same. You're not getting another one either way.
Hobby Wing is straight up telling you, look, you can send it to us, we might give you a new one, or if you send it to us, we ain't gonna give you shit. Or you could pay 50% of a cost of a brand new one, so you don't have to do any of that. And plus,
that's what Hobby Wing do. If I can add something to Jay Mitch, Castle at least gonna look at the logs and say, man, this was where you went wrong, or our ESCs don't work with Delta Wine. I see you had timing on there. Like they gonna, you know what I'm saying? They gonna educate you a little something, you know?
Yes.
So So is that worth the money?
Yes.
Okay. So if they if in y'all's conversation you burn up an ESC or a ESC burns up, a Castle ESC burns up, and they say send it to us, they dig into it and they're like, oh, okay, this is why your ESC burned up. You still got to buy another one.
You get a discount, or sometimes you argue your point. They be like, you know what, we're gonna warranty it, but this the last one. The new one, the next one don't have this type of warranty or blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna work with
They
you.
definitely work with you.
Hobbywing
Yeah,
is a big corporation versus Castle. You know, they're a little bit smaller. They're a little bit more, to me, a little bit more sympathetic. They mess with people in the hobby directly. It's a little different, you know.
What makes you think they smaller though?
They are
When
smaller.
you could talk to Rebecca. And
Money.
Employees in that whole building. It's like 5 employees.
To me, the employees don't make you small. The money is what make you small. And Castle make way more money than Hobbywing. You ain't finna say and tell me that.
No, I don't know about that because
Yeah.
They OEM. They the OEM for everybody.
Everybody.
Yeah, but man, look at pop the top of these cars, man. Pop the tops on these cars, bro. What you got in there? You tell me what you got in there, bro. When you out there speed running, you pop the top on it. What do you have in there? When you go to
but the speed
you
run,
pop the top, what you got on there?
Speed
but the
running
speed run
is
community
a
is smaller
compared to crawling, compared to just normal bashing. Speed running and drag is very small proportionally.
And Hobbywing got better sensor capability. They got FOC and stuff. They don't have that on Castle.
Say that again. Hobbywing got what?
They got better sensor capabilities. And they have the FOC. I give them that for sure.
Better than Castle, right?
There's pros and cons to both.
But think about it, right?
Hobbywing is untouchable. It is beyond reproach.
But when you run the sensor all the way through, you're not getting full power.
Yo, I'm gonna be releasing the Hobbywing branded fire blankets, yo. Hit me up. I'm gonna have Hobbywing on them, and hit me up, man. Get all this money from y'all.
Like each brand has positive and negatives over the other. I like go say that, you know what I mean? Oh, I only would mess with them for certain things. I mean, for everything. I got Castle most of my rigs because most of my stuff is just to go fast. Now, if I was doing crawling, I would definitely have a Hobbywing in there. I would keep it in a slow pace. You know what I mean? The way it's supposed to be ran.
If you was trying to break the world speed record today, you gonna rock a Hobbywing or you gonna rock a Castle?
Castle.
Rattle, Super Dave.
What's your question now?
If you want to break a record, if you want to break a world record, trying to go fast, are you gonna buy a Hobbywing or a Castle?
Yeah, I'm gonna get a Castle. I am gonna get a Castle. I'm gonna study what's already out there, and yeah, I am gonna get a Castle.
Now, if you want to be safe, and you just want solid performance, what you gonna get? Hobbywing or a Castle?
Hobbywing.
I'm still gonna get Castle.
I was about to say the same thing. I get
I'm still gonna get Castle, dog. I ain't switching it up.
The reason why I say that is because Hobbywing is a more protected ESC or setup or system than Castle. Meaning Castle is a little more unlocked and you can make more adjustments, more tunability, and more you can easily make some adjustments that may take you out of the parameters that you should be running the car in. So for those enthusiasts that want to get on the deep end of the ESC and in the programming of it, then yes, Castle for the win. But Hobbywing for the everyday basher that wants to just take his car off the shelf, put a battery in it, and go bash and not worry about the ESC coming back melted.
So I would say if you just take a Castle out of box and a Hobbywing out the box, don't program it, you're gonna have still better performance off a Castle with stock programming. Man, when you get a Castle ESC, it doesn't come unlocked. You have to go in there and know what you're doing. Just like I'm sure when you get a Hobbywing, the first thing you do, you ain't trying to go in there and program and do punch control and stuff. 9 times out of 10, you're gonna throw some batteries in there and you going. So I think if we just talking about the minimalist of terms, I don't think you would have these same blow up issues. I think the fires that start with Castle come from people who don't know what they're doing.
Pushing it to
That's
the
not a
extreme.
detriment to the ESC or the company. That's a detriment to the user not being educated and understanding how to use the ESC properly.
But that argument could be the same for a hobby wing as well.
Not so much. Yeah. I can see that. If you going in there messing with stuff, yes.
Yeah. If you're trying to do too much, it's the same outcome. Like I've seen a few Max 5s, like older Max 5 go up, but it's when people trying to over freaking do it. You know what I'm saying? I haven't really. Let me put it like this. I haven't really seen a lot of plug up flame ups on hobby wings like how Castle. Sometimes Castle get the plug up flame. As soon as you plug it up, woof, it go up in smoke. That part I will say.
I think hobby wing has a lower threshold for thrashing. If you going back and forth on it, something gonna go up. I've had it when I had my my DBXLE 2.0. It came with that stock ESC. I think I threw an 18 tooth in it. I ran it up and down the block twice. The joint just smoked up. And that was with the stock setup.
Yeah.
At ESC, first of all, it's undersized for a DBXLE.
Way undersized.
Max 6. But if it's still all this hobby wing, this, hobby wing that, I can't go up a couple teeth on the pinion gear without it overpowering your ESC.
I mean, but we all know it's the safe option. We all know that hobby wing is the safe option. Everything is going to be turned down. It's not going to be crunk up. It's not going to be like straight bananas right out of the box. It's going to be, you're going to have to tweak it. You're going to have to figure out how to make it do what it do. Hobby wing don't like real big gearing. We all know that. And that's one reason why it struggles when it comes to the speed run game and the trying to go fast drag race game, is because they don't like those ESCs don't like over geared stuff.
Now I think some of the hobby wing higher end stuff, like where you can mess with time and stuff, that's different. But we talking about specifically the Easy Run or the Easy Run series compared to the Castle Mambas and the Cobras. Like, yeah. The hobby wing is like,
it's like an iPhone.
Yeah,
it's protected.
The hobby wing is like if you like to wear Trojans, you know what I mean?
It's protected. It's like an iPhone.
You don't want to catch no STDs.
Yeah.
If you don't want to get burnt, there you go.
There you go. You don't want to get burnt, get a hobby wing.
First time out.
Because the Castle definitely gonna get you burnt.
If you want to be on the edge, your pull out game a little sus.
Hey, yo, I can remember a time when hobby wings was burning up during the drag time. Everybody trying to figure out that 2S drag racing. People get a half a pass or burn out or something, and that car just flamed up right away.
Now, are y'all considering a ESC that pops the same as flame up?
It might as well.
Yeah. Those two different things.
Nah, man, it's not safe. It's on the rim of it's dangerous. It's on the rim of I'm not going to use it anymore because it's
but if you pop an ESC, nobody's gonna get hurt from you popping an ESC.
Could have.
Somebody can get hurt from a fire.
You could.
It's the same. A pop
ESC popping the ESC.
Question: How you
sometimes when they pop, they burn the light poles up though. Sometimes the ESC don't catch you on fire, and they set your light poles on fire.
And that's what happened in the situation with that guy first ESC. It killed his 300-400.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Go back a little bit. You said if the ESC catches on fire, what?
No, I said sometimes when the ESCs pop, they catch your light poles on fire.
Okay.
Shit,
it's okay with that.
I don't know, Ted, if they still have it. Did you know you used to be able to trade like old hobby wing ESC in for a Castle, 2 Castle, right?
Yeah. It was like pretty much
straight up.
Yep. I don't think they do it no more though.
So what they do with the ESC once you send it to them from the hobby wing from Castle? Did they steal out of the game out of the hobby wing and try to build a hobby wing?
No, they probably just set them on fire and showed them that they was flammable.
Oh, okay.
That's all.
Okay.
All right. Well, listen, check this out. Unfortunately, y'all gonna laugh at me. You know, I gotta go to work in the morning. I gotta be in the office early. We have some major work going on. I've been busy this last couple of months, this month. So I have to get into bed early because I have to hit it. So I won't be bothering y'all in the morning with no grand rise because it'd be way too early to wake y'all fellas up lately. So y'all be blessed. I got the ride.
So you still team Hobby Wing at the end of the day, Super Dave? You still rock?
At the end of the day, J. Mitch, I am a Hobby Wing fanboy.
Okay.
And
stay with
eventually I'm gonna get me a castle and I'm gonna tweak it and I'm gonna burn it up just like you guys do.
Wow. Nice.
So but look, if you had to put a number, how many castle have you burned up?
I got 3 in my lifetime.
3.
I would say I definitely burned up more castles than Hobby Wings, but that's because I use more castles than Hobby Wings.
Right.
So if you say percentage wise, like 10% of your castle, 10% of your Hobby Wings, like what would you say?
Percentage wise, I would say they're even. Honestly.
Oh.
Percentage wise, I would say even. If we going on scale, yeah.
Now, why do you think why when you look at the fact that you burned up Hobby Wing ESCs and Castle ESCs, why would you say that is?
I would say everybody not like me. I'm pushing stuff to the edge. I'm doing things that maybe you shouldn't do. When I'm doing crazy stuff on my videos, I tell people, you doing this at your own risk. If you overvoting something, I'm taking a chance. I'm not going to complain to Castle or Hobby Wing if I'm doing something that's out of spec. I know what I'm getting into in that regard. Okay. So I accept that.
Yeah.
Now, there are some times when I've had castles like have calibration issues. I've had some things like that happen. And when I've sent those things in the castle, they'll be like, nothing wrong. And they'll send it back to me. And 9 times out of 10, there's nothing wrong with them. Maybe it's something I did. I don't know. Hobby Wings, when they blow, they just start smoking. It's just this little, and then you're not getting nothing. I've had Hobby Wings when I just give it a little bit throttle, and you hear the smoke coming out of it. It's a very safe sizzle when Hobby Wings go up.
So the flame, flame isn't that large.
It's like when you push the little valve stem to let air out the tire. That's what that joint do. It's like then there's some little smoke that come out of it. But it's like, no, we ain't working. Now, if you keep playing with that trigger, then you go and get them flames. Then you trying to go start the grill up for the barbecue.
Hey, yo, J Mitch, that's still a scary sound because that's the exact same sound lipos make when they blow up.
Oh hell yeah!
But
as soon as I hear
when
that
the
noise,
lipos going, it smell like a real sweet.
Yeah, you get a warning. Matter of fact, because you smell the sweet smell first. You be like,
yeah,
what's that? Electrical sweet smell I smell.
Right.
That's the warning. You might want to take them lipos out and separate yourself from them.
You can be
quick.
Back up. Yep.
Quickly. Look, it's certain scents that you never forget. It don't take one time. That's this Super Dave.
You wild with that damn light.
Castle Junior. That's Castle Junior.
Said Castle.
Yeah, stupid, bro.
This is the Cobra.
Cobra. Now we gonna talk about who got the worst fires, who got the most dangerous fires. Like, come on, man.
Look,
see if I can find a monster.
That's where we at now.
Let me see if I can find a Mamba monster in here somewhere.
A Castle ESC burned up 10 cars at one time.
Well, this a Mamba monster.
8 cars.
We got a Mamba monster and a Cobra.
Yo, Super Dave, go to bed, man. You play too much.
Past his bedtime, right? Hey,
find the XLX2 in here somewhere.
Hey, J-Man, you see that pinion on there? I would never try that with a castle. I would never put a pinion big as a
motor. You mean a Hobby Wing?
A Hobby Wing. I would never put a motor on there. Never.
Ooh, wee.
Never. What? Because
that's like a 39 or what is that, a 42?
I think it's like 39, something like that.
39.
So he just running 1-to-1 on the ain't that a
Man, you
crate?
can't run, unless you're in a basher, you cannot on road 1-to-1 in a hobby wing. Bashing hobby wing, you can do the negative gearing, you can do the crazy gearing, but on road, no.
Yes,
My
you
car
can.
right now got
Why you
45
can't?
20. My car 45-24 right now. Let me see you running on the hobby wing.
Yeah.
You
Go
can
ahead,
always say
Rattle.
45
Rattle. I want to see Rattle do it.
45-24. That's I got on my car right now.
JB say you want to see Rattle do it, bro.
Yo, Rattle, I want to see you
Rattle
run
do it.
45 on the
Hey,
morning.
if he do that, that's gonna be the fastest pass he ever made for a while because it's gonna scare him. That mug gonna shoot off. That's a lot of
Hey
gear.
man, on this Techno Ted, the small one, the ET 4010. Yeah. What is the pitch on this gear? This spur gear?
I think it's. Let me see. I think I upgraded mine. Let me look at mine. I think it's on a 48 pitch or 64. Let me double check it. Let me look at mine real
64
quick.
pitch. I never even heard of that before.
They got 128 pitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got 64 pitch on mine. No,
What's
I'm
the
sorry.
stock
No,
though, bro?
it's 48 pitch. It's 48 pitch.
The stock is 48 pitch.
Yeah, 48 pitch.
Okay, all right. Cause I need to get a pin gear for this. And I was looking at how small these teeth is. I'm like, man, I don't got nothing to fit this shit. What is the drag car? The drag car is 48 pitch, just like
Yes,
the
sir.
DR10.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I got some then. Hell yeah, I got some. Good, I ain't gotta buy nothing.
So let me know. I told you mine for cheap.
Well, yo, MC410,
Mm-hmm.
bro, I didn't know you had one.
You never asked me.
What you gonna let it go for?
Like Super Dave, I gotta get off this joint because I'm suffering.
I don't
I'm
know.
gonna
All
holler at
right,
you.
bro. I'll holler at y'all boy, man. We'll holler at y'all boy Grand Rising in the morning.
All right, y'all be good. Good night.
All right, be safe, man.
All right, bro.
Get better.
I'm a Grand
Thanks.
Rising y'all ass in the morning. Grand Rising.
Yeah, I'm gonna get up at like about 5:45. I might hit you. 5:45.
Oh, y'all up too early.
All right, Dave.
You say y'all getting up at what time?
I get up at 5:45.
Man.
Yeesh. Yeah, that's early, sir.
My clock set for 5:30. I don't never get up then, but that's what it's set for.
That's early.
I ain't even trying to see the time during that time.
Right.
I started a new job, so that's what I got to do now. You know,
Oh,
I had a suite for the last 7 years, but I could go to work whenever I wanted to. It was kind of making me lazy, so I said I got to do something to get myself out of this rut.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah, congrats.
Appreciate you.
Look, matter of fact, y'all know we need to start doing. We need to reach out to all our jobs. Be like, y'all know what? With the tariffs being what they are, you need to adjust my check.
Of course, I mean, that would be great if they did that, but
we know they're not.
You know, as much as inflation went up, and nobody's telling you, "Hey, we're gonna bring you in because we care about your well-being, and your family's well-being." Don't care about that.
Nah.
We don't care. They don't
give a damn. Y'all heard that boy Michael Jackson? That's what he said.
Yeah. Well, think about it though. Like, imagine if they did that. Like, if things went up, you get a raise just to compensate, so that way you can kind of stay in your pace and go. Because it seems like every time you get a pay raise, they go around and raise everything else up. So it's like I'm back in the same position with more numbers on the back end, but I'm still getting the same stuff, or not, if not less.
Your percentage is still the same.
Yeah.
What gear you run on your Techno, Ted? Opinion gear.
I don't know what's on there. There's no what's the name on? I haven't ran this car in so long. I don't even know what size the spur gear is on it. Looking at it, had to be like looks like maybe 84 tooth or something.
What size your motor shaft?
It's a 3 mil.
That's the normal size. What's the normal size? Normal size 5 mil, right?
3 mil in these smaller cars.
So a 3 millimeter shaft in the smaller cars. That's what I need. Yeah, because I think this what this is. My pin is a 3 millimeter.
Because what's going to happen too when you start running the 5 mil shaft, it cuts into the gear range that you can run.
Okay, so I need a 3 millimeter shaft. All right, I got some pinion gears. I got a 16 tooth, 15 tooth, and a 22 tooth.
It was like an 84. It depends what motor size you're running. What motor are you running?
I was thinking about running a 4,000 kV.
Yeah, you can definitely run a 4,000. You can run probably like a 18 on a 4,000.
Hey, yeah, we got a question from He-Man Sean. He's saying he's running 39 on 8S and the XLX2 1100 kV. Will I overheat?
No.
No, I want to say no, but what are you doing with that? Are you in a basher? Are you on road? What are you on 8? Are you say 8S? Yeah. Is that an on-road car or off-road?
Does it also depend on the vehicle too?
No, just on-road or off-road mostly. If it's on-road, we already know kind of small.
Yeah, it depends on the vehicle, bro, and what you're doing with it. Like if you running that in a Creighton 8S and you hot as hell, and he said 39 or 30 39.
30 39.
Oh, 30 39, he good.
Off
but
road.
he still gonna get some heat issues though. I mean, it might not even like a Creighton 8S. He gonna get a little heat.
No, I'm asking He-Man Sean in what car?
Off-road.
Yeah, he's saying it's off-road.
Personally, I think he good. That's like 1-to-1. That's a 2028 motor running a little less than 1-to-1. Like that's good.
I'm running less than 1-to-1 on my 1100 too, but it still get warm.
Oh, okay.
It's 19th under though.
It's on the Outcast, the 8S Outcast.
Oh, you be fine 30,
yeah,
39.
You good, man. A little bit with fans. Yeah, you good.
Yeah, because I'm running 39 on my 1100 kV motor, 39. Yes, that's what.
Remember, I got that dual motor mount off you. I'm running over that with that. I got 39 in the center for the spur, and I got a 45s on there, 45, 39 with twin 1100s.
Nice.
Some dinner plates.
Guaranteed. Well, my biggest one I ever had was a 62. I had a 62 in the car before. And I was running real low key. Yeah, I was getting for offshore electronics.
Good, great. You must have been just speed running or something.
Yeah, I was running like a 400 kV motor, so I needed all the gear I can get.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That sucker was probably big.
I got pictures of it. It's like if you look at it, the way they adjust it was you had to leave the screws like pretty tight, and you had to pull the gear off, and then kind of adjust it. It was a pain. It took you like 6 attempts to get the gear mesh right.
Hey, Gab, he asked you, is that a Castle?
What?
He-Man Sean asked you, Gab, is it Castle 3939?
The motor Castle of the ESC Hobby Wing.
That's a Max 5?
Yeah, G2.
I kind of like the Max 5 G2. It's a little whatever, a little delay on the takeoff, but to me that one take the power.
Nah, when you update it right though, it don't. Mine don't do that. Yeah. It used to do it till I updated it right. When I updated it right, I ain't got no cog in mine. My shit smash.
I don't want to say cogs compared to like a XLX2 versus that. If you pull them the same time together, the XLX2 just seems to give more initial power. Let me say that. I don't mean the cogs. It's just not as explosive,
powerful. Yeah,
it don't feel as powerful like an XLX2 or something. That's all.
Hey, let me ask y'all this: when y'all are talking to people, and they like, "Oh yeah, I'm clogging." It's called clogging.
It's clogging.
Oh, you just let it ride out.
I just let it ride.
Depend on who it
clogging,
is,
bro.
They might need to clog along. Yeah.
If I like you, I'll tell you. If I don't like you, I'm gonna let you keep saying what you gotta say.
It's like when people be like, "Yeah, my laptop. I got to use my laptop." There's no B in there. It's no B.
It's like when people say X instead of ask. I mean, ask you a question. Like what? Ask you a question. X.
Oh yeah, I'm guilty of that. I will ask you. Shing.
What I hate when people say something is for somebody instead of just saying it's just theirs. I hate that, bro.
When they say what now?
Something is for somebody, like they might be like, "Oh, that car right there, that's for Terrence." You'd be like, "Bro, no, it's not for Terrence. It's just Terrence's." Simple. Stop saying for in front of this. That's some Florida shit. Florida people say that a lot. They be like, "This is for that person," or when a person say, "I'm going to make groceries." Like, how the hell are you making groceries? You're not making groceries. You're picking up groceries. What do you mean making it? I gotta make the groceries. Hey, you gotta make no goddamn groceries. You don't make shit.
They say making water too. I gotta make water. I gotta take a piss, man.
You can make Kool-Aid. Hey, deep voice. Oh, do you remember how fast your Rover F5 was? And what the no, I do not.
What are you trying to do? How fast you trying to go?
Yeah, deep voice. How fast you trying to go? Like, what you trying to do? I know I had I know that it's a Max 5 G2 in it, and I think it's an 800 kV motor. I'm not sure the gearing. Yeah, I'm not sure the gearing that's in there. Matter of fact, it is an 800 kV motor in it. I don't remember the gearing. The stock, it's a stock spur, but I don't remember what the pin is.
It's like a 26 they come with.
On the spur?
No, the pinion gear is 20. Yeah, the 2660, I believe it is.
All right, excuse me, y'all. I'm looking up something, bro. That's why I ain't in the screen. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't mean to be disrespectful.
Which I think this is like the largest that you can really get without actually doing modifications.
Oh, D-Boy says 50-55 will be plenty.
Oh, you do that with the stock gearing all day. You do it all day with the stock gearing. 8S, you'll be fine.
But I gotta tweak them shocks though. Like it's too sloppy. And I haven't taken the time to really fool with them yet. But I gotta do something to stiffen it up.
What you gotta do with that car too, brother, is just drop it down, bro.
You gotta take them springs out of there.
Use those grub screws and drop it all the way down to the floor. Like almost make it be on the ground.
Yeah.
Take them springs out of the top of the shock too. On the inside.
I'm gonna tell you, if you look on Beauty and the Beast video, he got his shit running, boy. He got that thing running, bro. He got it running. He got his L5 running, bro. I'm talking about running good as hell.
So take the shock apart and take the spring out the top of the shock?
Yep, there's a spring in the inside and the top. You gotta take that out.
And that'll stiffen it up.
It won't stiffen it up, but allow it not to have so much stiffness to it. The stiffness is what make the car sloppy all over the place.
All right.
When the car actually kind of roll a little bit. When the cars roll, they actually get more grip.
Okay.
You said the stiffness is what messes it up, Ted?
The stiffer a spring is, the more reactive a car would be. So they spin out more. So you have a car with a little bit of compliance. That way the tires can actually work. Because you can let the car roll over on the tires, allow the tires to actually get more grip. When they're so hard, they just slide out. It's just like riding on ice.
All right. Look, I got some work to do then.
Damn, man, I'm trying to see what the hell size this damn motor shaft is. I can't even find the shit.
What motor is it?
The 4,000 kV Hobby Wing, 4,000 kV, 3652 SL.
The SL, I thought they were for the short course, right?
What in the world?
I thought it was 5 mil.
Ray, is this your car?
Man, if you ain't running dangerous, you ain't running. Ryder can.
You got the ESCs
on top of
the motor. If you ain't running dangerous, you ain't running, man.
Is this your car for real?
Yeah, that's a car from last summer.
Sheesh.
That dude got the ESC on a zip tie. And he wondering why it's gonna catch fire. Your Hobby Wing gonna blow up.
it never caught fire. That's a big 2028 motor. It's definitely geared negative. I think it's geared like 3942 or something like that. Y'all see what it did. I ain't never catch fire, but I kept flipping the other F word. It ain't catch fire. No, that's what the Corvette body was on.
Good grief.
I was impressed that it took
it. All right, so on one side of the car, you got the motor and the ESC. On the other side is your batteries.
It's clean too. I got the other side. Picture the other side. It's like nothing on the chassis, and that's 3 light bulbs. That's 3 light bulbs there too. That's 9S.
What?
You don't run your Hobby Wing or 9S? You don't run funny S's?
You know what? I just stick to the basics.
There you go.
I'm a basic
funny S's. Goodness.
Good grief.
There you go.
What's that funny S's? Let me see what this. Hold on, hold tight.
So you got three 3S batteries.
Yeah.
To get your 9S in there.
Yeah, 132 feet. You'll get about 90 some miles an hour.
With foams.
Yeah, of course. With GRPs, you're just gonna tear up the tires. That's too much torque.
Yeah.
It literally tear up the tires. That 2028. Yeah, that thing. And that's the 1100 too. That's not the 800. I need a little bit more wheel speed.
I agree.
It worked.
You said it kept flipping?
Yeah, we kept flipping. Yeah, I took that wing off and it stopped right away.
Oh, okay.
Took the wing off. Made sure the sides didn't come out. Like get wings. You know
So
how to
that's
buy. That's a limitless chassis. The same thing, but limitless. Yeah.
Yeah.
It worked.
No, the V2 limitless. You know that center.
You got the Pinocchio spool
in the middle.
About?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's more into the middle.
Yeah. Yeah. You know that's a V1 limitless.
That was a better one.
So to make sure that you're changing
the V1
inside this beautiful.
Catch a volume gap.
Yeah, but I don't know who watching that video or TV.
All right.
Yeah, man. You wouldn't. That's the minimalist. When you crash, you ain't got to worry about nothing. It ain't ripping no screw holes out of there or nothing. You know what I'm saying? You good.
On what you talking about?
I'm talking about having the zip tie to the motor like that. I mean, having the Velcro to the motor, man.
No. Ooh, no. Sheesh. But at least you got good cable management. Oh, that's Velcro down, so that's good. Man, good grief.
And it worked. But I don't put too much. It ain't got to look good under the hood, man. That don't matter to me. I don't care as long as it works. People be mad when you pop the hood of a bogus looking car or something with all that extra wire. They be pissed. They be like, man, it shouldn't even be running like that.
Hey, it's a joker that run with us. When he get a car, you like, bruh, what are you doing? What is this? What is this? Take this back. Just take it back. But they be running now. They be running.
Look all the extra space I got, man. And this is my backup car. I got another car. The ESC is double-sided tape to the chassis. It's just like a one.
Will you add a double-sided tape or something? Like, what made you just say, you know what, I'm gonna just go on and strap this to the motor?
For one, the XLX2. For one, that's a good place to strap it. For one. Two, it was not a lot of room. It's gonna go sideways, like it's not gonna go the long way. It's gonna go sideways. So a side impact or something. I don't know. What somebody come out their lane and hit you from the side? Your ESC right there. I think I had that type of luck before too. Other people hitting the car. It just worked. It just worked. Simple. I ain't got to worry about it. Plus, that's probably during the time where multiple use of ESC. I might got it in here this weekend, throw the XLX2 in there this weekend, might try to, do this, do that, Having a good time, man. Having a good time.
And where's your receiver since we see it's not in the receiver box?
The receiver is literally zip tied to that metal bar. You see right in front?
Oh, up here.
Yeah.
Good grief.
Yeah.
Well, Red, you courageous.
Man, it don't have to look good to be fast, bro. That's what I be trying to tell. They spend all their time and money getting it beautiful and doing this. Man, line that stuff up, man.
Nah, it ain't even talking about it looking beautiful. I'm just saying this look dangerous.
Man, line that up, man. That's what I like to hear. Line that up.
This look dangerous.
Hey, matter of fact, the dangerous looking cars be the ones you see winning. Or the ones that give you that pass of the day. You be like, man, man.
Yeah, that's what I would say. I would say that.
I tell you what, it didn't catch fire. It didn't catch fire, and that's a hobby wing.
Well, yeah, that's a hobby wing. It's not expected. It's not expected.
Nah, that's I don't know, man. I didn't. It scared me a couple of times. Let's just say that. It scared me a couple of times. I had the throttle stick a couple of times and I had to figure it out.
You know, that other ESC with the X on it might give you a little heat flash.
She gets strapped down too.
Sheesh.
Yeah, no problem. I don't have no problem strapping the ESC. Double-sided tape only worked for so long.
Man, that's an excuse you got. Put double-sided tape. Double-sided tape work good all the time, bro.
Man,
it don't always work.
Hey, it's 30 minutes at night, 100 during the day. That's a different conditions on the tape down here than what y'all got. Y'all got heat all the time.
Coach Monte said he about to go into the custom zip tie for RC business.
Man, I need an order.
I don't know why you don't play around with the shoe glue. That's the best thing smoking.
See, now you trying to have ESCs locked in for a lifetime with the chassis.
No, it comes off. You just pry on it. You get the screwdriver put under there, pry on it, pops off, and you can peel it off the chassis. Peel off the ESC.
Zip tie 1, 2, 3.
Hey Teddy.
Yes, sir.
Well, what's the diameter of your motor on your Techno?
It's a 36 millimeter.
36 what? 50?
It was like 3630.
Well, you got a little bitty little motor. The one I was looking at is a 3652. But in the shaft, the 3 millimeter shaft is what, 1/8? I mean eighth.
Yeah.
Size motor shaft.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So that's the one I'm getting the 8 for. 3652. I'm gonna put it 16. So 4,000 kV. I'm gonna put this 16 and just run it on 2S.
Don't you get a
It's a 2S
6400?
and 3S motor, huh?
I get a 6400. Stop playing.
KV,
It's 64 is on. I'm only gonna be able to run 2S then. Well, shit, I'm already gonna run 2S anyway. Let me see if they got the 64.
That's all you need. 2S.
You would never hit full throttle with the 6400.
They got a 5400. How about that?
Oh man, get the 7000.
But he trying to have you crash out on some speed.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I ain't doing no speed, man. I'm racing on the track, bro.
But you would never achieve full throttle. You'd be so mad, quarter throttle racing all day.
Oh, man, you'd be good.
It look like the motor shaft changed though too when you go to the 4000. Though. I mean the 5400. The 5400 look like the motor shaft is bigger.
Y'all know Teddy goal is to break 200. Just so y'all know.
5400 on 2S. That what you're saying?
Yeah, that works. Yeah. I try to get the KV on 2S. I try to get the KV as high as possible because now you can sit here and slow it down with the gearing. You can run light gearing.
I'm gonna run 16. That's all. I ain't going no higher than 16.
You can probably go down and drop it down something like 13, 14 on the 6400. Let the RPMs work for you to be the same difference. And it'd be less tax on the battery too.
Hey, we got another question from He-Man Shine. I'm gonna skip all that. I'm gonna just go to the question. He's saying, can I run 1100 kV XLX2 off-road with Badlands belted tires?
Yes, but they're gonna pop.
What happened? Can you run what?
Badlands belted tires on 1100 kV motor with an XLX2.
Yeah. I'm running Badlands on 12, bro, and I don't pop them.
I think the average person pop them.
5 or 6 sticks.
You know when the wheels come off the ground and let go of that trigger, man. I ain't seen some people just destroy stuff on accident.
No, bro. I hit triple backflips, bro, on 12S with an XRT. Jumping it out the goddamn gym. Hitting triple backflips. I don't bust them.
Professional.
I got them on. I got them on my. I got those on most of my bashes. Hell, I even got some on my 5T. And my 5T stand up every time I hit the throttle. That must stand up.
Professional.
It's just you know, sometimes people hold the throttle a little too long, bro. That's all. When your car getting kind of wumpus, it ain't right. You gotta let the throttle go, bro. I'm saying, you gotta let it go, bro. Sometimes at some point you gotta give it a little break. And everybody don't know how to give it a break, bro. It's just like with diffs. People be saying, "Oh, the DBXLE diffs is weak." Man, I'd have had 4 DBXLEs that never broke the stock diffs. Never.
There you go, Rattle.
Where we at?
No, I'm just showing you that XLX2 up there, you know. You get the same treatment, negative gearing, 2028 motor.
And it's just sitting up on top of the motor.
Chilling.
Boy,
Yeah,
you courageous.
That boy, the junkyard dog of RCs, bro. JYD.
Chilling. It put up every number everybody else put up. That's all they count, man. Put up.
How you like that motor mount? Don't you have to mesh that before you mount it?
Yeah, but you see how I got the Power Hobby gears? I can do it through those holes. That's why I like the Power Hobbies in the bigger pinions.
Gotcha.
Man, get your rotor lock. Stop playing.
Man, rotor lock costs like more than my whole build, man.
I'm just saying, man, it's the best mount out there. Best mount out there.
I do like those. Those are dope. I just didn't want to spend the money to get one.
Yeah, they nice.
It's the best mount. It's the easiest adjustments for changing your gears. Hold your motor the most secure, and it has a bigger footprint on the bottom to allow the motor not to rock around.
It's nice. Yeah. It's nice. It's cute.
Yeah, it's dope. Yeah,
I like this though. I like to bust my car down. Sometimes when you at that track, you gotta bust some moves, man. You ain't never round one, put your chassis into a V. Got to take it apart, put it on the other chassis.
It'd be no different with the rotor lock.
Be a lot different with the rotor lock. You got a lot more work.
How you figure that?
You said it has a bigger footprint. So that means it has more screws.
It has the same amount of screws.
3 screws on the bottom.
That has 3 screws at the bottom too.
Teddy,
well, how it has a bigger footprint?
Look at Red's setup. He got Velcro on his ears. He Velcroed the ESC to the motor. So it is quick. He got the NASCAR setup. Zip, out of there.
Man. Want to be somebody fast? You got to do that pinion change, that motor swap real quick. Like, yeah.
The pinion change is easiest on the rotor lock. I'm telling you. It's a veneer thing. You take one screw loose.
It is. I'm not going to, I can't deny.
One screw loose.
The rotor lock.
The other ones you got to take 2. You got to take 2 off the other one. This one, loosen 1 screw up, spin the veneer where you want it to, pull the spur off, pop it on, mesh it, tighten the screw back up, get out the way.
So what I learned, the prettier I have the car, the more disappointed I am when someone else negligence happens. And this is the sport where a hobby where people, your car gonna get hit, it's gonna get bumped, this gonna happen. So to save all of that, I just, do what I need to do. I ain't worried about bending the motor mount or doing this or doing that. That's a $25 motor mount in there.
You ain't been in the rotor lock. I done had crashes at 150.
Yeah.
They don't budge. I build cars that last multiple hits. That way I can flip it over, loosen the screws up the bottom of the chassis, tighten them back up. Everything's back in alignment. We back out to play again.
Nice. But no, man, I'm a RC Rough Rider, man. That's all that is.
Rough Riders.
My profession in my past life won't allow me to do it. It wouldn't. Like I got a thing about things being out of place. It has to be set home for everything. And
they got OCD.
Yeah, I do. When it comes to that stuff, it got to be the way it needs to be. If not, then I'm not doing it.
Man, I done bought a car at the hobby shop 20 minutes before a race, a roller, put a motor in there, everything, and ran that mug, man. Like I didn't been in some situations back in the when the Typhon 3S, I only get like a pass or 2, and I got to open it and change the diffs because the little plastic diffs just couldn't hold up to the power and the foam and the sticky. So yeah, I kind of learned some things, and then you're like, man, this is about a metal diffs. Let me stop playing.
Do it one time.
One time.
That's what I build them a certain way every time on all chassis. Certain things I'm going to put on every car. Like certain metal things got to go in there. Especially anything that holds a bearing. Anything that holds a bearing got to be metal. If it's available.
Hey, let me tell y'all this about this body that's behind me. So I got 3 infraction bodies. Well, I had 3. This one and 2 of the brown ones. Bronze, whatever color you want to call it, the V1s. So a cat was like, hey, I'm looking for an infraction body. Anybody got one? I was like, yeah, I got one that's in storage. Just meet me there. Bet. Get there. I can't find it. I can't find the brown body for nothing to save my life. So I sold him the red one. And I was like, look, I'm going to find the brown one. When I find it, we'll just, Deal with it from there. That junk was like, nah, this mine now. I said, that's fine, whatever. Why I find a brown body in the storage like 2 days later? I said, ain't this about some shenanigans right here?
Yeah, that's check out this receiver, Rattle Can. This one gonna make you have a heart attack.
They're gonna make you have a heart attack, Rattle.
Hey, pick it up, yeah.
Let me big this crap up, bro.
Is that it over here to the
yes.
right?
Yes.
To the left. To the left. What?
It ain't got no case on it. So it's a radio link. It's a radio link. Yeah.
No gyro. No, that's a Dumbo. That was my fastest. This was when I first started using the big block. This when I fell in love with it. No gyro, no nothing. The torque just pushed that thing straight.
But the whole car is owned by two zip tie. I mean, by two straps.
The batteries got the independent strap. They own that's the strap from the battery tray. That's one strap, one big strap, 1 6-inch armor strap.
So,
and which chassis is that in? An fraction?
That's another limitless, yeah.
So why can't you put that up front where the servo's at?
For what? I don't know how that box on there.
That's what I'm saying. You could put it up front in front of the motor.
Here's my question.
Here's my question. Thanks, man.
Yeah, this is my question. So you got all the Velcro, you got your little straps, this, that, and the third, and there's that red wire. Then you got a zip tie on it with most of the zip tie cut off. What is that for?
Where you see a zip tie?
That little white piece on the red wire.
You probably hooked something else to that.
They used to hold the power button or the light or something until the them castle power buttons. You just supposed to twist them wires together. They don't tell you that. That's in the new instruction. Just pull the button.
Man, go on your channel and take Big Reg off of there, and then put RCJYD. You know what JYD stand for?
Junkyard Dog. What?
The Junkyard Dog. RCJYD, baby. RC Junkyard Dog, bro. He just gonna put it in there and strap it and go.
I done heard plenty of
you had 10 OCD going crazy if you look at one of your cars.
Look, here go the same thing, right? Here, let me see.
Hey, take it down, yeah. Okay, let me see.
Look at that, bro. You have 10 OCD going freaking crazy, bro.
Look, XLX2 right in front of that. Wires going around. I still got my tray. I got room. It's clean.
Is that a V2? Is that a V2?
It's a V1.
See, and sometimes I run like 12S. I use with that XLX2 is that I put batteries right there. Sometimes I lay the batteries down. Like it depends on how I'm feeling that day.
On 12S, you can run the what's the name? You can run the G2, the G pluses. They'll fit in there. Let me see. Let me grab my joint.
You have 10 OCD going crazy.
Look, matter of fact, no, what's gonna happen? Well, he got to go to work tomorrow. This weekend, Teddy gonna be. Where you at? You in Wisconsin, right, Reg?
Yeah.
Teddy gonna be in Wisconsin, talking about, hey, I'm in your town. Send me your address. I'm pulling up on you. Reg's gonna come back with all his cars redone.
You can stack up. You can stack batteries this way, long ways.
I don't have my only batteries I got like that was on Yowoo's. A lot of them was the 4S batteries. So I might do 3 4S's in there, 2 laid down, and then two laid down, 2 the long way, and then 2 on top of each other for 3. But even those, you can like on my car, you can get 2 of those on just the side. On yours, you can't.
I can stack it right on top of each other. What are you talking about? The same way you did it.
No, I got the 9500s. That's the 5600. I'm talking about putting them like all on that one side.
The 9500s is the same. All it's gonna be is a different cell count. So here's a 9500 4S. We had 2 more cells on there. I can stack them right on top of each other like this.
That's a high center of gravity versus putting them in like one right there, then one in front of the XLX2. Now you got a lower center of gravity.
You're drag racing.
It make a big difference, bro. It make a big difference.
It's all the way to the one side.
You make a big difference.
Put your battery back on there, Ted. Put your battery back on.
Your droop screws.
I'm gonna show you something. All right, leave right there. Leave right there. Leave the camera right there. All right, so You got that, and then you got that. Which one would you rather drive?
Hey, one of them you can roll it down the hill, ain't nothing gonna come off. My stuff ain't coming off.
My stuff don't, look, my ESC is screwed in, bro. Look, you look under here.
I'm messing with you,
Look, you
Teddy.
see,
But
I'm
at
saying,
the
see
same
this?
time-
It's screwed in.
At the
Look,
same
that joint's
time-
screwed in.
Yeah,
Look,
I
I
see
can pick my car up by that. I can shake it. It ain't
I had
going
to-
nowhere.
Teddy, I had
Yeah.
this screw come off on
We
me.
got castle on castle violence right now.
So how can we can sit back and sit this one out?
They all get screwed down. If I get the screw with it, it's getting
Oh
screwed
my
down.
God. Like y'all is crazy, bro. Y'all is crazy, dog. Damn, what the hell?
Coach Monte
screw-
said your new name, Reg, is Reg LD,
Look,
aka
screwed in.
Reg Living Dangerously.
Look, tell you, look, screwed in, right? And then you also put this on there. The little bit that's on the bottom of it with the screws, it ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
Screwed down, bro.
And I didn't have some crashes, Ted. I had some crashes where even with them my Max 5 and XLX2, the screws in the Outcast, in the Outcast, in a bad crash, the screws have yanked out.
That's why you gotta have everything metal, man. Metal stuff. Metal bulkheads, everything metal. They ain't gotta worry
That's a
about that
roto
stuff.
lot. That's a roto lot right there. Yeah, that's a roto lot right there.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, that
That's
looks
what I'm
nice. But check it out.
Right now.
Hey Teddy, when we put them on the ground and they get the same numbers, does it matter?
I don't think you're getting the same numbers as me, but you know,
I'm not getting the same numbers as you, but I'm just saying when you know what I mean, when it worked how it's supposed to work, like you know what I'm saying?
Listen, it matters to me because, like I said, I don't like looking at clutter.
Yeah, I got you.
I can pick up any car over here. All my cars is anything I put down there over here is gonna look like this, clean. I got an OCD about that, pet peeve about wiring. That's just something how I've always been.
Here, man. Let me go ahead. Here, let me show you how it started, man.
Junkyard dog. Come on, show the junkyard. Show the car JYD so we can go. It's 12 o'clock.
I don't want y'all to think I'm crazy, man. Here you go, man. This is how it
Yeah,
started.
show it.
It ain't always got to be. Here, let me zoom in. Is that better,
Yes.
Teddy?
No, it's not.
Teddy, we got everything is mounted down. Everything is mounted down. How it's supposed to be. Look at that. It's glued. Look at this XLX2 over here. This is double-sided taped in. This is what happened when you do it
The car on the left, bro. Look at it. It looks like a spaghetti wires.
Everything is strapped in. Look, everything is strapped in. My ESC is strapped in to the back behind the motor. The motor is strapped in. Everything is done according to how it's supposed to be.
So look at this, right? I'm gonna tell you how bad I am with this right here. Look at this motor right here. You see how this one can't? The wires are coming out this way, and the wires are standing up this way. This drives me damn crazy.
Yeah, man, you just got an OCD, man. That's all, man.
I'm just saying, I like to have everything the way it's supposed to be. Look at this. This is everything. You don't see no wires on this thing besides what's here.
Go back to Reg's car.
Compared to the other one.
All right. So Reg, I have to say this.
Strapped down, huh?
I had to say this. Okay. So, and I'm gonna give you the good parts of what I see. All right. So both of these your cars, right?
Yep.
Okay. So the foams on the car on the right look nice.
Hey, and I just want to prove a point. You see how
That's all I got.
You see how that 1100 kV is killing tires. The other one has got a TP. This car fast as hell. It got a high kV TP motor on there with a Mamba Monster. This one is just pure, just drag dog, just power out. No matter how much stick you put down, it's just going down there.
Yeah, both of them look scary. Like they won't catch on fire at any moment.
No, ain't no fires. No fires going on. No fires at all, man. But I'm just showing that they can be strapped down. They definitely can be strapped down, man.
And then the one on the right missing something off the servo.
What you see missing off the servo? What you talking about?
Oh no, it ain't. The what's colored on the bottom versus the one on the left that's on the top. Boy,
these are actually, like I said, they actually done right. It's double-sided tape. This one, the servo is on. You see, it's on the center brace. On the one with the TP motor, servo right there.
But you keep saying it's done right. But what's all that stuff in the backside right there, bro? What is all that stuff behind the motor? It looks like spaghetti.
Who cares?
Yeah.
So it's an XLX2. The wires come like 20 feet long.
Cut it. Look,
they make it 12 for that. And then look at the ESC is hanging off the chassis on the side.
They make it 2 for that. You see these right here?
That's the point I'm trying to make. Everybody said this, do this, do this, do this. The XLX2, unless you buy something extra or have a wider chassis, it don't just lay down in there like that. Unless you put it in front of the batteries. But I run my batteries right there.
Invest in these right here. Right?
You see the
invest in these and invest in a pair of wire snips. You can make your wires in whatever length you want.
Man, they stay the length they stay, man. I need the extra wire. I need the extra wire. Hey, jokingly, you ever had a ESC eject on some short wires? Man, you ripping all them wires, man.
I don't have that problem. I'm telling you, shoe glue, my screws, I don't have no problem with them coming out.
But yeah, nah, man. It's junkyard dog. I'm gonna go with
JYD. JYD is all good, man. JYD, man, it's all good.
It's running, man.
Teddy, show your car again.
Which one?
That dual motor one.
I gotta grab it.
Those Traxxas systems.
Yeah,
yes, sir.
Yeah, OG Paperboy. That's weight. I need that extra weight. You know what I'm saying? Keep the car plenty, man. Yeah, that's what that extra wire. He said extra wire for weight.
And how's it running there?
Let's say 5 hours. Hold on, let me dig it up.
It's a 500 pounds of wire.
Paperboy food.
Interesting.
I want to see how far I can take them. I mean, I seen somebody do $150 on the stock motor before with another ESC. I seen people do over 100 miles an hour with one ESC and one motor. So I want to see how far I can push these two.
Yeah, that's a nice build, Teddy. It look nice, man. It's a real cute build.
Well, fellas, man, it's after 12, man. We finna get out of here, man. I'll let y'all know when I say my outro. But all right, man, we're gonna go around the bend, man. Start off at the bottom with my brother RCJYD.
All right, what's good, y'all? Definitely appreciate y'all for tuning in today. I'm gonna take the week, think about my new possible nickname, RCJYD. Oh man, I don't know if y'all noticed, these balance wires was cooked. Balance wires was cooked. Anyway,
see him.
Man, this is a bogus build. I ain't gonna lie, this is a bogus build. It's bogus. But anyway, appreciate y'all for tuning in. And we'll catch y'all next week.
My brother Teddy P, aka the RC Kenny.
I appreciate y'all for stopping in tonight, hanging out with us. I hope y'all come back next week and everybody enjoy your work week, and we'll talk to y'all.
My brother Ryder Keys.
Yeah, like they said, we appreciate y'all for stopping in with us. Y'all could have been doing anything else. Yeah, I have seen some stuff tonight.
Put your car on the ground next to mine, Rattle. And you be like, dang, he was running hard. I ain't like how it looked, but he was running hard.
Another one too, Reg. You can get these too. You can get 4 of these little things.
Those batteries. Yeah, Reg, you can do that.
Yeah, you
definitely
these. Put some little drag packs in there. Yeah. You definitely
these
can.
Parallel packs. These 3S's look like 6S bricks.
Nice.
But yeah,
all right, y'all, man. We appreciate y'all coming to rock out with us tonight, man. This week we didn't show a car this week, but we will show 2 next week. We will show 2 cars next week. We will start off fresh. We'll start off fresh with brand new topics. Hopefully Reg can get in time so we can do our call-ins as well. We haven't done our call-ins in a few weeks. But like I said, man, we appreciate y'all, man. For everybody who coming in late, wipe your feet before you come into my house. Smash the thumbs up button. It is absolutely positively free. And y'all already know that we got that glow. So we're going to get out of here, man. We're going to catch y'all next week in a minute.